All right, Rankin family. So this is going to be the beautiful luxury division of Highland Homes called Huntington Homes. Now this is the Marcello plan. This is the model home. You have over 4,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, 3 powder baths. You have 4 living areas, a 3-car garage, and 2 stories. So on the exterior, the one thing that a lot of folks absolutely love is really the painted white brick in the oversized double front doors. If you notice it, it's almost like a pivot door. You'll see that in a second, as well as the lanterns on both ends. So really, you can tell the luxurious feel. That's the main thing why a lot of clients absolutely love this division. So really, as soon as you walk in, the first thing you are going to notice is the high ceilings. That's what a lot of folks absolutely love. You do have the wood paneling as well, right here on both ends. What we'll go ahead and do is start to the right, so that way you can see every single bedroom. Now, this is going to be our guest suite. You can utilize this as that if you wanted to. You do have a queen size bed, 2 oversized nightstands, plenty of windows with the window grids. And you'll notice is you have the tall windows, which a lot of folks love. Now, of course, this is a model home. There's a couple other inventory plans that are being built, constructed right now, and are available. So that's one thing to keep in mind. We'll get you taken care of on that end as well. So this one's going to have its own bathroom attached to it. Look at the tiling that you have. So if you notice, from the floor to the walls, the tile extends up there. Beautiful walk-in shower with the brass shower fixtures. And the one thing you're really going to notice inside of here is, and it was quite intentional, is the materials and the quality of the construction, quite frankly. I mean, you definitely get that with Highland Homes, but you're really going to see that on the luxury division. Things such as the tiling, such as the brass, such as the mirror framing, the absolute stunning tall baseboards that really just scream luxury, which I absolutely love. So what you are going to notice, you do have the porcelain marble on the countertops, and you'll definitely even notice that going into the kitchen as well. You did have a full-on walk-in closet. That's one thing that a lot of folks love. Now you're going to notice on the Marcello plan that you're definitely going to have the 3 powder baths. So you have a storage closet right here immediately to the left whenever you do walk in, as well as a full-on half bath. So just even noticing the high ceilings in here, the accent wall that you have, look at the beautiful waterfall countertops. Now this is even in a powder bath. You usually see that inside of the kitchen, but just look at that. Absolutely stunning. You have the floating counters as well, or the cabinetry rather, as well as the beautiful LED lighting on the bottom of that. You have the herringbone style flooring inside of the powder bath, and then as soon as you do walk in side of the great room, this is exactly what you're greeted with. So 3 beautiful chandeliers with the tray ceilings on top and the exposed beams running from end to end. Beautiful oversized window on top, and then just look at the kitchen itself. So you do have the great room, dining room, kitchen combination, which a lot of folks absolutely love. But if you notice, look at the waterfall countertops that you have. Absolutely stunning. Now, with the high ceilings extending from room to room, it really gives that beautiful illusion of, a ton of space. Quite frankly, there is a ton of space. You have over 4,000 square feet in here. So you're really going to notice that. Just even minor details, like even the stone continuing inside of the sink. Sometimes you see the stainless steel, but in here, that was intentional as well. You do have the brass fixtures all along, oversized wolf appliances as well. Fantastic. Even the range hood, you have stainless steel, and just look, a lot of times what you'll see is the exterior where you have the backsplash. On here, you have all glass with the window grids. Absolutely stunning. Plenty of storage space that you have in here. Now, this is just one of the plethora of options that you have whenever designing a home. You know, of course, the model home is just for showcase purposes only until it, you know, becomes for sale at one point in time. You also have the wood paneling on the refrigerator. Extremely sleek. That's what a lot of folks love. Look at this. Super minimalist, but really elegant at the same time. Now, right over here, you're going to have your full-on chef's kitchen. Look at the cabinetry space that you have, the Sub-Zero refrigerator right here as well. Look at all the cabinet storage that you have. Wow. Plenty of space, and that's what a lot of folks love. You know, additional storage space, it really never hurts, right? And even just the counter material that continues in here, that beautiful marble, that porcelain that folks really love. You even have a full-on dishwasher right here. You have your sink. Wow. And then even going in here, the Wolf appliances extends again. So you have the beautiful stainless steel oven, floating shelves right here, tray ceilings that continues. Just, I mean, goodness gracious, you can go on and on just seeing all the luxury features inside. But look at that. So really, for an entertaining standpoint, folks really love that. That way you have the family right here, Thanksgiving dinner, anything of that nature. And then if you notice, you even have your little wet bar section over here. You can utilize that as a wine cellar. We have the Sub-Zero again. You can utilize that as a coffee bar if you're not a wine drinker. Really depends. So inside of the great room, what you are going to notice, the oversized fireplace right here as well. Floor to ceiling that continues the wood paneling with your floating shelves with your built-ins. Of course, that is optional. If you wanted to, you know, not include that, you can certainly do so. If you just wanted to have possibly drywall or something of that nature, you can do that as well. Now, this is going to be our full-on media room. So perfect placement, in my opinion. I mean, the fact that you have your French doors, you know, closing it off, so that way if you wanted just to seclude yourself and have that nice ambiance in here, you can certainly do so. That tall baseboards extends again. Look at that. Perfect place for entertaining. Let me do a moment of silence for you. Yeah, so even just the lighting fixtures itself, the double tray ceilings on top with the recessed lighting, you can even see on your second level as well. That's one thing a lot of folks love. And even just the windows that continues along really with the window grids really adds a nice touch. Even this area right here where it's perfect for the Christmas tree, right? Only a few months away from Christmas. Add that feature, plenty of space. Now, continuing along, let me turn on the light for you. This is going to be your storage right underneath your staircase. You know, it's pretty common for the most part, but the tall baseboards extends again in here. Wood flooring as well. Perfection. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll continue it along this way. Take a look at the great room so you can see the double tray ceilings as well. Look at this. And let me make sure I show the entire room itself. So you have your bay windows over there overlooking your backyard. Like I said, the double tray ceilings with the recessed lighting again. Beautiful chandelier right above our bed as well. So look at that. That's a king bed. To the two of the nightstands, you have this nice rug right here, adding that cozy element. Extremely soft too, by the way, but loving it. And then this is going to be our full-on ensuite. Let me get out of the view of the camera. So look at this. So you have your freestanding tub, oversized soaker. You have these tall windows from floor to almost ceiling height. And then look at that, his and her sink. You have your floating counters as well. Beautiful LED mirror. Again, his and hers, fantastic. Really, the home speaks for itself. That's one beauty of this. I just kind of like to point out some details that you may or may not be able to see on camera. But look at this. Let me open this up for you. Look at this. And you have a U by Moen control as well, controlling even just the waterfall from the waterfall shower head on top. Look at the material, that marble porcelain tiling with the shower niche again. Look at this. Plenty of space, dual shower heads. and a full-on brass shower wand. Can you really get enough of this? Look at this. And if you notice right there, it slides open. You have your sliders as well. Fantabulous. That's a new word right there. So look at this area. You got a nice little section over here, separate counter that you can utilize. Oh, perfection. Look at this. Now, loving the closet itself. Look at this. So the thing is, the room itself inside of the closet is not humongous, but the storage shelving, almost like a showcase retail store that you would see in some of these designer stores, right? Anything like a, what do you call it? Like a Gucci store, Louis Vuitton, or anything of that nature, a Chanel, right? But look at this showcase drawer, or doors that you have for your shelving that you can take part of. But fantastic. And look at that. So you even have your deal for your drawer right here. Showcase that as well. Huntington Homes looking fantastic for you. Now, I absolutely love that. And the one thing that you'll also notice is the fact that it's kind of off sectioned right here. You come down a little hallway that you can take advantage of as well. So that's perfect. Now you are going to have your study right here, and that was intentional as well as far as the placement of this for at least the Marcello plan. For that very reason, you have the double tray ceilings again. Now you can overlook your backyard. You have a pool, as you can see in this model home, but really a plethora of space in here, almost that therapeutic vibe that you can take advantage of. And then you even have this section right here where you can take advantage if you have any important things right here, right? Or you even got like your assistant, they can come work here. You ain't got to worry about that. And then you do have a pocket door right here. Let me push this in so I can. And that, oh, okay, you got dual pocket doors right here. Well, you get the gist. Yeah, so you can close that off if you wanted to, but really love the space. Really love the placement of the doors, the glass pane doors with the window grids matching the exterior as well. So that's what you can also take advantage of. So continuing along here, right here would of course be your powder bath. Now, in the model home, they have the garage typically, but it's utilized as a sales office. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. And we'll just showcase this for you. So this is going to be your full-on utility room. You have an oversized washer and dryer. And then the good thing is that you have your full-on sink with your cabinet space again. So plenty of space. And then, of course, that would be your mudroom coming in from your garage. And of course, this is a 3-car garage in this particular plan. If you did want possibly a 4-car garage or maybe a tandem or something of that nature, then, different plans may be more feasible for you. So that was the entire first level. What we'll go ahead and do, so we'll go upstairs to our second level. And like I said, you have 2 bedrooms downstairs. You have 3 up for a total of 5. Let me slow down so I don't run out of breath. Okay. So this is going to be our full-on game room. Look at this. So you have your sink again in here, overlooking your backyard or the side, just depending if you have neighbors or not. But you do have floating shelves, tall baseboards extend in here, wood paneling again, tray ceilings with the recessed lighting again. And look at that. Look at the space that you have in here. Perfect to go ahead and add that pool table that we always talk about, ping pong table. Really just depends. Or a perfect section just to go ahead and watch NFL Sundays. So this would be overlooking your great room. All right. And then also what you will notice is that you'll have carpet inside of the rooms up here. And then you'll have the wood flooring in the hallways. So this is going to be your third and final powder bath. Floating counter. So what you'll notice, you have quartz countertops in here, but you do have the LED lighting again. Look at that. Pocket doors that you can take advantage of as well. And love the placement of this again. Just coming from the game room, it's a perfect place to put it. Okay, so our tray ceilings again in here. Now this one, you do have a window bench, which, you know, I know a lot of folks really love. But look at this. You can fit a queen size bed in here and 2 nightstands with no problem. You wouldn't want to add a king size bed in here, in my opinion, but you know, really just depends if you do have nightstands or the size of the nightstands. So again, full size bathroom that's attached to your room, white cabinetry. Now up here, like I said, you have the quartz countertops. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you love the that marble, or if you prefer something like that, like the quartz. But shower tub combo, one thing I really love is the fact that we have a deep tub. I love that. Now look at that oversized shower head that we have right here. So fantastic, beautiful lighting fixtures again. Loving it. And then a full size closet. Not the biggest closet, but still, you know, decent size in my opinion. Especially for, you know, the secondary bedrooms, which I love. And, you know, I know a lot of folks really love Highland Homes, just some of the designs that they've had. There's one, it was called the, I don't want to butcher the name, but it started with a V. I believe it was Verona, but I could be, I don't think that's, it was a Varese, that's what it was. But I know a lot of folks love the Varese plan. But really, if you want to deal with the luxury division of Highland, which is this one, Huntington Homes, then this may be a nice bed. And what you'll also notice too is some similarities in certain designs. You know, they have their own philosophy, how they design their homes, and you'll notice some similarities. You'll just notice higher quality inside of here, right? Or more luxury. I wouldn't say higher quality, I said luxury. That was a better choice of words. Quartz countertops again in here, wood cabinetry, and the brass. So we're really noticing the brass theme. Depending, I mean, if you want the chrome or you want the black fixtures or something of that nature, but if you're going to be dealing with Huntington Homes, you're probably most likely going to be, you know, up there with the brass, in my opinion. All right, so let's look at the closet now. Real plush carpeting, feels fantastic on the feet, and then that's your full-on closet. So you can even add a built-in shelf in there for the shoes or shoe rack or something like that if you wanted to. Now you have a storage closet right here, and then continuing along the hallway, which you also do have access over the great room again. And then that way, if you're down here, you can make sure the kiddos are actually studying or doing their homework, right? That's a good placement as well. But floating shelving again, quartz countertops. You have 2 slots for the desk itself. And then this will be your 5th and final bedroom. So look at that. Queen size bed again. Look at this. Plush carpeting, full on bathroom for our 5th and final full bathroom. Look at that. So now in here you have the sky blue painted cabinetry, which is unique. Very unique backsplash. It looks like you have some brass indentions inside of here, inside of the tile, the hexagon tile flooring again. And if you notice, even on the ledge going into the shower, you have the quartz countertops, even the window sills. Look at that. Little details like that that really make a big difference, especially when you're purchasing a home of this magnitude. That's one thing to keep in mind. All right, and we'll just take a look at the closet and head to the backyard. So full walk-in closet again, and then straight ahead you have additional storage for your attic. So really nice layout. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Like I said, they have other plans that have some similarities, just differences, such as, you know, if you wanted the media room downstairs, how this one has, or if you prefer the media room to be upstairs, they have a plan that should be ready shortly. And then also, not to mention too, there's another one in Windsong Ranch that currently is for sale. So that, and it's a move-in ready, which a lot of folks absolutely love. They want to make sure that they move in ready. So we'll make sure that we get you taken care of as soon as possible. But like I said, this is the Marcello. And then really, if you do want to build this one from scratch, that's one thing. If you want to build it completely from scratch, that is a possibility. So, you know, you pick the lot, pick the location that you wanted to be in, and then you'll get taken care of from there. So inside of here, look at this. Entertainer's dream, quite frankly. And look, we even here, I think that's the ice cream man. I haven't seen that. How funny is that? Or maybe Taco Man, I don't know. But on the backyard, you'll notice on the exterior, what you're going to notice, as well as the painted white brick, you do have the extension that comes from end to end. So you have an extension that goes that way. And then also you have an extension that, if you recall from the primary bathroom, you can take advantage of that as well. So you do have a full-on fireplace out here as well. Plenty of seating for all of your guests. Any of the guests that you have out here, they will not have a challenge hanging out here with you. Built-in stainless steel grill. You even have a range hood. And then look at the material. You have that porcelain marble out here as well. So it extends again. You have the opening sliding doors on both ends, as well as the primary bath, which is fantastic. If it's a great day, it's getting hot here in Texas lately, as you know, in the summertime. So that's what you're dealing with. But look at this. Now, we don't take anything away from them just because this is a model home, right? You don't need to put a model home on, 100 acres, right? Really, this is mainly just showcase purposes. Now, of course, they will sell it off eventually, but as of right now, it's going to be a model home. Now, back here, you have turf. You have the access to your front yard over there. But look at this. You have a little putting area over here, and then a nice little pool that you utilize as a wave pool or lap pool or something like that. But look at that. And just even looking at the back of the home itself, you really see that nice luxury. Even the ceiling inside of the covered backyard patio, you have that wood, like that cedar, which is nice. And then you have siding on this side as well. But I'd say 95% of the home is all painted white brick. And that, folks, is the beautiful Huntington Homes. All right, Reiki family, that was the beautiful Huntington Homes right here in Frisco, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. If you want more information, link in the description below, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour. What's going on, Reiki family? Welcome back to another beautiful property tour. Today, we are in Houston, Texas, looking at this gorgeous new construction property, completely custom, and you are absolutely going to find the interior exceptional. Now, starting from the outside, of course, we do have this beautiful glass garage door, as well as the accent metal roof that a lot of folks absolutely love. If you notice on the exterior as well, not only do we have the lantern lightings, but you also have the plastered over the brick, where a lot of folks love that, as well as the oversized pivot door. That's one of the things you will notice on the outside of the property. But as soon as you walk in, this is exactly what you're greeted with. Now, let me do a moment of silence. You know that is extremely rare. I'm a chatterbox, but I want you to see the inside and really take this all in. Wow, absolutely exceptional. Okay, so the first thing you're really going to notice is the neutral colors. That's right off the bat. You're going to have the beautiful engineered wood throughout the first floor, as well as the second floor. We'll certainly get to that. So immediately when you walk in, you're going to notice this formal dining room. You have the brass fixtures right above our dining room table. You also have the Thermador cooler for your wine. Look at that. Now, I love the way they have it staged in here. The interior designer did a fantastic job of staging the property. And just look at this. Now, they do have that decorated, but of course, if you can imagine your nice scotch, anything of that nature, you definitely have it in here. Now, this is going to be your porcelain marble tile. So you're going to have that in the kitchen on the island, as well as right here on this bar, as well as your wet bar itself. I really love the exterior. Just looking at the interior and the exterior, noticing the beauty in here. Now, if you also notice, you do have the accent right there where your wet bar is. You have the gold brass fixture, as well as some of the built-in cabinetry. Again, that's a lot of the things that you're going to notice inside of here. Now, stepping inside of the kitchen, you are going to have the oversized island. Look at that. So you have the cabinets, as well. If you notice all throughout the exterior itself, beautiful pot filler, as well as these stack cabinets on top to bottom. Look at the white cabinetry itself. Absolutely stunning. You have your oversized oven with your 6-burner stovetop with the griddle. Just look at this. And of course, you can see straight ahead where we walked in from as well. Beautiful brass fixtures, and just look at the depth of this. So of course, you're going to notice you have some sliders in your breakfast nook, which is great as well. You have the candlelight chandelier. Man, now the first time we've seen this is the chrome pot filler. I believe this is the first time we've seen that. Usually you see it brass or maybe the black, something of that nature. But just look at this. If you can imagine doing your dishes right here where your island is and looking straight back. You can't get much better than that. Okay, so we'll continue along the tour. Continue this way so you have an extended butler's pantry. The one thing you will notice is look at this pantry in itself. You have a sliding glass door, almost like a pocket door, built-in storage shelving inside of the pantry that extends as almost similar to a working pantry, I would say, because you do have a stainless steel refrigerator in here again. So absolutely love that. Really love the simple fact that we have the extended cabinetry again. You have it that continues all along through here, and the cabinetry on the lower end as well. Now I'll make sure to open every single door for you so that way you can see. Now you have another extension which you can take advantage of right here if you wanted to maybe have some spices or something of that nature. And then this is going to be your garage. Look at this. Let me turn the light. Look at that, folks. Epoxy flooring. You have an extension that covers. You have another storage area over here that you can take advantage of. Love it. So of course, it wouldn't be a complete house without the mudroom, right? So you have the mudroom with your upgraded cabinetry again. And let's go ahead and take a look at the breakfast nook before we head to the great room. So again, like I said, you have the sliders open to the patio, which I absolutely love. You have an oversized picture window as well. And just look at this. So almost 5,000 square feet, and you're really seeing the depth even on the first floor. We haven't even scratched the surface. Now going into our great room, the first thing you're noticing is your built-ins on both ends. You do have your tile exterior, really sleek, really minimal, but really elegant at the same time, which I really love. And just look at the spacing in here. Of course, like I said, the stager did a fantastic job of just positioning the furniture where it really utilizes the space to perfection. Again, right here, you have some like a nice little accent wall as well. Now going into the study, this is nice because you can utilize this as another bedroom, because in the bathroom, there is a closet. But look at this. So built-ins again, you're noticing that theme. You have the nice size baseboards, not the tall baseboards that we like with maybe the molding or something of that nature, but you do have the French doors, plenty of windows for an abundance of natural light, which a lot of folks absolutely love. And then you have a connection to the bathroom. Look at this, herringbone style tile, wood-like ceramic tile on the bottom, LED lighting inside of our mirrors. And that's one thing you're really going to notice inside of these bathrooms is that you do have the LED, really illuminates, so that way you can get ready in the morning, don't really have to worry. Also, what you will notice is, look, as you have the herringbone style on the shower surround, which I love. Very sleek drain, brass, delta shower head and faucet control. Of course, your toilet, and this is your closet. Walk-ins, and it extends all the way to the ceiling. Loving it. And then of course, there's no carpet inside of that closet itself, which I love. And then I also love, if you notice on the bottom, it's almost like the floating cabinets that a lot of folks love. And the positioning is fantastic. So if you can imagine closing these doors off, you're inside working, and that way you don't have to worry. And I also love the oversized refrigerator. And let me open up these drawers for you before we head to the next areas. So plenty of storage space, soft closing, storage on the bottom as well. and even the cabinet space. Look at that. Soft closing as well. So loving this. I'm hoping you're commenting so far. What's your favorite part? If you're loving it, if you would change anything, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, before we head to the second level, we have continued storage right here underneath our staircase. And then your powder room right here. Look at this. Very sleek, elegant toilet. Of course, you have your, obviously the buttons that kind of like when I was in England, they had these buttons. And that was the first time I had seen that instead of the actual, the handle for your toilet. Brand new lighting fixtures again in here, just extremely elegant. The marble countertops again, the floating, the exterior of the mirror. If you notice, you have that brass exterior. I love that. And then of course this accent wall on the lower exterior. Continuing along, this is going to be another storage closet. Plenty of space. If you notice, I love the fact that we have the raised ceilings throughout. Really gives that illusion of a ton of space. And then even going up your staircase, if you notice, look at this. You have your oversized picture windows again. So, right now it's pretty much close to, 8 o'clock or so, give or take. And so you're really seeing, even with it being darker outside, you still have an illumination. So inside of here, this is going to be a nice little game room that you take advantage of. Upstairs, we're going to have the beautiful quartz countertops with our built-ins. You have the lip, and you'll also notice that inside of the primary bedroom. So perfect for some LED lighting if you want to take advantage of that, as well as your LED ceiling fan. Now, the one thing I really want you to see first and foremost before we head to the next bedroom is this is going to be our primary. Let me slow down for you so that way you can see how beautiful this is. Wow, look at that. That king size bed looks tiny inside of here, and that's how much room you have. Look at this beautiful, just elegant decor that you have, of course, in here. Oversized picture window, LED ceiling fan again. And of course you have that little lip, but look at that. That's a king size bed, 2 nightstands, beautiful rug, and your sitting area. And you still have plenty of walk room. You don't have to worry about anything. Look at that. Okay. So what we'll go ahead and do next is head to our ensuite. Look at this, folks. First thing you have, of course, is going to be your oversized walk-in shower with the waterfall shower head. Freestanding tub, of course, privacy window, and just look at the depth in here. You could, oh my goodness, put some Epsom salt in there. You are relaxing. So of course, inside of here, you have a shower wand with the oversized waterfall shower head, beautiful porcelain tile shower surround. Again, beautiful shower floor. And then of course, our floating counters again, dual sinks, LED mirrors. Look at that, folks. Now this screams luxury. Just even feeling the ambiance in here, extremely nice. I love the ambient lighting that you're seeing as well in this walk-in closet. Look at this. I love it. Really showcasing the wardrobe. This is a perfect place for you. You have your island right here in the middle with a built-in sitting bench. You have built-in drawers again, and just look at this. You have that LED ambiance or ambient lighting that really illuminates your, maybe possibly, if you have some designer clothes, designer shoes, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, you name it, this will be a perfect place to showcase that. Now, the good thing is there's actually 2 closets. There's a his and hers closet, and then this is going to be your second closet. Walk in. The good thing is a lot of times you see the hers closets a lot bigger than the his, but in here you still have ample space inside of both of them. They didn't compromise on that, which I absolutely love. The engineered wood continues, again, built-in drawer space. Fantastic. Okay. Now, Right next to the primary is going to be your full utility room, built-in slots as well for the folded clothes, built-in cabinet space, stack cabinets on top, quartz countertops again, built-in sink as well. Love it. And look at this, we even got some GE washer and dryer, so loving that. So real quick, folks, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Always great to have you. I appreciate the continued support. And then if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Marcus Rankin. I am a Texas realtor. I get calls, texts, and emails every single week from folks looking to make a move regardless. You know, if that's Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, reach out so we can get you taken care of and covered. Like I said in the last video, we're a little bit backed up, but we're working through to make sure we answer every single call, get you taken care of. So I appreciate the patience. And then last thing, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love for you to become a part of the Rankin family. And then that way you don't miss a video every single week when we drop them. Look at this. So this is the pocket door. Look at this, folks. So you have a pocket door going into your walk-in closet, shower tub combo. Now in here you have different material. This is still the wood-like tile, but it's not necessarily the herringbone style or anything like that. An extension on our countertops, LED lighting, and then again, soft closing cabinets and drawers. Loving that. So plenty of space for, you know, that full bedroom set that you have. You don't have to worry about that whatsoever. And then continuing along, make sure to open up every single door for you. So you have a storage closet, nice little coat rack that you can take advantage of. Going into our next bedroom, you have 3 oversized picture windows. You can go ahead and open that up if you want to. But again, ample space that you can take advantage of. And then look at this. Again, quartz countertops, LED lighting, beautiful walk-in shower, or closet again, rather. But you do have a walk-in shower in here, which is good. So the other one, you had a shower tub combo. In here, full walk-in shower. So love that. Let me be conscious because sometimes I turn you around too quick and I can only imagine how dizzy you might get. But I love this space. Put that ping pong table or that L-shaped couch if you want to take advantage of that. Good thing in here, you will have another powder room, which I love. So you can take advantage of that as well. Quartz countertops. Again, I'm loving it. Really one of those things that those houses that you can dream about. And then once you're in here, you really don't have to move. I mean, unless the kiddos are moved out and you don't want to deal with any family members and you want to downsize, but hopefully, and maybe that's down the road. So in here again, this is going to be your pocket door. So I love that they added a lot of these fixtures. Because sometimes, or they use doors rather, because sometimes what I'm noticing is that you may have in situations where the doors are just off-putting, or in essence, they're just not practical, right? They're hitting each other. You got to move this door out the way to open this one up fully. And once you're dealing with that all the time, it gets quite a nuisance. So, or it becomes a nuisance. So you don't really want to have to worry about that as much. And I didn't mention, so I did say earlier that this was a powder bath, but this is actually a full bath. I don't know if I showed you this, but yeah, walk-in shower right here. So that'll be your last bedroom. This is the shared bathroom. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then of course, last door is another storage closet. So love that. You also have the beautiful brass lighting fixtures on top again. And then the last thing to check out, folks, is going to be, of course, our backyard. So really, this is one of those homes that if you're in a situation where, you know, you want to settle down, you want to be close to the city, you don't want to be in the outskirts, which a lot of these beautiful properties are for various reasons, whether they're in master plan communities, they're in a great location, as far as the lot's concerned. But if you need to be close to downtown or Montrose or Midtown or something like that, if you know Houston, then this might be a perfect spot for you to take advantage of. Okay, so an extension again, right here where our covered backyard patio, which I love, brand new fencing, Look, it extends all the way over here as well. So plenty of space, brand new HVAC system that you can take advantage of as well. Of course, it's a new construction, so you would hope so, right? And then again, you have sliders as well over here. So, all right, folks, that was the beautiful custom home. All right, Rankin family, I hope you absolutely love this beautiful custom home right here in Houston, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. If you want more information about this home or any home that we showcase, reach out to the information below. We'll get you taken care of. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour. All right, Rankin family, welcome back to another fantastic property tour. Today, we have the good fortune of looking at the newest model home by Jamestown Estate Homes right here north of Houston in Conroe, Texas. Now, this one is absolutely fantastic. You know, we only bring you folks the best of the best, and this is nothing short of exceptional. Now, from the outside of the home, you are going to notice the painted white brick as well as the brick going into our covered front porch again. And I really love the color palette on here. This is one of those contemporary looks that we've been seeing in these luxury model homes. Now, even from the exterior, what you're going to notice is the beautiful lanterns going into the covered front porch, as well as the lighting that surrounds the perimeter of the home. Now, going into the covered front porch, you are going to have the glass pane front door and the glass panes that continues to the high ceiling. I absolutely love that. But without further ado, let's get you inside of the home. Now, the first thing that you are going to be greeted with as soon as you walk in is, of course, going to be the high ceilings. You have the bridge going across inside of your foyer. And then what we'll do is we'll continue it along. And then before we head to the great room, we're going to see our first bedroom. Now, going inside of here, of course, the one thing that you really are going to notice is the size in here. I love this queen size bed with the two nightstands. You have a dresser over here as well as another dresser over here. And that really just gives you an idea of the room that you have. Now, with this being almost 5,000 square feet, you really are going to feel the spacious feel inside of the home itself, even just going into the study or all the bedrooms, even the game room, which we'll certainly head to that so that way you can see every inch of this beautiful property. Now, going into our bathroom, this is a full-size bathroom with a full-size walk-in shower. You have quartz countertops, the beautiful sleek mirror, as well as our lighting fixture on top. And I love that we have the raised ceilings inside of the bathroom. It really feels spacious in here again. Beautiful shower surround as well, especially the shower flooring. The good thing about this home is, like I always mention, I try to bring you folks the exclusive, right? I want you to be the first inside of these homes just because you really get a feel of that contemporary trending feeling inside. So really, this is nothing short of exceptional. Now you have oak flooring throughout the property again, and then you do have the carpet inside of the bedrooms. So this is our powder room. Of course, the one thing you are going to notice is the brass fixtures. I love that. Look how nice that looks. Elegant, very sleek, but extremely modern. That's what I really love. And then, of course, it wouldn't be complete without a coat closet. Now, let's get you inside of the great room. Immediately, you are greeted with this beautiful chandelier, the glass blowout lighting fixture with our exposed beam running from end to end. I love that feature itself. Beautiful fireplace again, and just look at the space. Let me go to this side of the home and just look at the depth itself. You can even see straight back to our game room, our oversized picture windows. Really love the materials they utilize in here. Now, going into our kitchen, we have the great room kitchen combination with what a lot of folks absolutely love. We have our stacked cabinets. Look at our oversized stainless steel refrigerator. Wow. Now, this is a perfect home for the family, especially growing families, or if you have a huge family as we speak, that's one thing you get to take advantage of. Oversized island, very sleek sink as well with our brass faucet. Love the cabinetry. Look at this. And if you notice, you have the two color palettes separating, really adding a nice touch and a nice feel. And quite frankly, like I always mention, it's professionals that are designing these homes and decorating these homes. So you get a feel of what is really in. Now, this is our full-size walk-in pantry. Look at the storage shelving that you have in here. And I just love the depth inside of here. You don't have to worry about that. Sometimes we go into homes, whether it's a model home or inventory home or home for sale, and you start seeing, hey, a lot of times they don't have some of those features that you could appreciate. Now, look at this. So you could utilize this most likely as an informal dining room, a breakfast nook possibly, but really, if you can imagine having that nice graduation dinner right here, plenty of family space, and just look at the walk room that you have, even going around this dining table. Look at that. Moment of silence, folks. Look how sleek, beautiful, elegant, and I love the neutral colors in here. That's what you're really noticing. Is just, it pops out, it makes it stand out. You don't really even need to have the lights on in here just because of the windows bringing in more natural light, and it's not even the best sunny day, right? So I love it. Now, this is our game room. Look at this, 3 picture windows bringing in more natural light. You have an accent wall again, and just look at the space. So of course, you have the furniture in here that completes it. However, if you wanted to rearrange it for your own personal likeness, we mentioned the pool table, foosball table, ping pong table, pickleball seems to be in right now. So if that's your thing, there's some amenities that are coming soon to this exact community that you can take advantage of. Wow, can't get enough of this. All right, so going right here, you're gonna have a full-size bathroom off-center to our game room, which the proximity is perfection. And let me open up some of these cabinets so that way you can see the space. Look at this. Really deep in there, plenty of storage. Look at this. Wow, love it. Soft closing drawers as well. Beautiful. Can you really get enough? Now, in here you are gonna have the chrome lighting fixtures, chrome faucet as well. Now, this is a full-size bathroom. So really, if the guests are hanging out in the game room, then go ahead and shower, and they don't have to walk too far. That's the beauty of this. Okay. And then this will be it. Yeah, there you go. Quick access to the backyard. Look how nice that is. So there you go. Folks can use the restroom and head right back out and hang out with the family. Wow. Now, Jamestown Estate Homes, if you've been a part of the channel for a while, you know we have the good fortune to feature them quite a bit of times. And the reason why I do that is I only bring to the channel, as you know, especially if you're a long-term viewer, builders that we truly believe in, especially custom home builders, because there's a lot of them out there, but really showcasing the right builder, the right product is imperative. Especially, I know y'all are critical. Y'all will eat me up in the comments if I bring someone that's not really the best, right? Okay, so mudroom, utility room combination. I know I skipped over a little bit, but you have your floating shelving as well, plenty of storage space, and that's plenty of space for an oversized washer and dryer, maybe a GE, Maytag, you name it. Now, the cool thing about this garage is we have a 4-car tandem garage. The first time we've ever seen a 4-car tandem on this channel. But look at this, epoxy flooring, so you can fit your Tesla, your Cadillac Escalade in here, maybe a Dodge Ram, maybe a Rebel. Any car that you have, you certainly can utilize it in here. So I love that fact. And like I said, they just opened up, so we have a lot of room in here that you're seeing. And then especially just getting things up and running for the most part. This is an exclusive for you folks. And then I don't believe I showed this, but if I didn't, there you go. Storage closet. Okay. So I love that fact. And then I didn't even mention right over there next to the staircase, that's a perfect spot to put some decorations. And then of course, going into the Christmas season or the winter season, decorations, maybe the Christmas tree or something like that. Look at this. This is the primary, folks. So the first thing you're noticing right off the bat is the exposed beam again on top. Look at the oak flooring extending over here. This is a king size bed. Look at that. The beauty of this. And just the decorations itself, you have a nice sitting area. They added that nice accent wall for that luxury feel. But look at this. And I know sometimes it doesn't do it justice on the video itself, but actually being in here and feeling the raised ceilings and just, I mean, quite frankly, the smell is amazing, dude. So, okay. So this is going to be, of course, our ensuite. Look at this, folks. Now, ladies, you have your vanity area over there. You have the his and her sink, your freestanding tub. Look at the depth in there again, but just the room in here itself. Extremely spacious. This is what you want in a home, especially from Jamestown Estate Homes. They do a fantastic job, especially with these bigger properties. I mean, of course, they can build you whatever you need, but this is just showcasing the materials they use, the concept, their designers. It's nothing short of amazing. Now, you are noticing they have this extended mirror with the beautiful stainless steel mirror frame as well. Beautiful lighting fixtures on top. The funny thing is, I scared myself over here. I was like, oh my God, there's a replica of me. I'm not gonna lie, when I did the first walkthrough, that terrified me. But okay, now look at this. The primary closet, you have a storage area over here for luggage that extends back there. More storage shelving again right here. Look at this. It extends over here, but that's not all, folks. Billy Mays right here. Look at this. Look at that, folks. An extension around over here. They didn't compromise any space in here. They took it into account from a practical standpoint, right? Because sometimes we go to a property that may be, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 square feet, and they didn't really take into account as far as either one, a his and hers closet, or making the primary closet at least big enough to fit two separate wardrobes. Because sometimes, you may want your gym clothes, then you want your formal clothes, and then your everyday clothes, your casual clothes, right? So they really took that into account. So I certainly appreciate that. Beautiful. Look, even just from the knobs itself, look at that. Even just the color, I'm telling you, the color palette is fantastic. You don't really have to worry about that. So let me do one more pan for you before we head upstairs. Love it, folks. And then, of course, down the road, if you ever wanted to possibly just, add those pocket doors that we talk about, or if you wanted to add maybe some more, features to it down the road, you could certainly do so. I mean, like I always say, the possibilities are certainly endless. But before we head upstairs, let's take a look at our study. So you have your French doors again. Of course, the accent wall. Look at that. Almost like a herringbone style accent wall. And the oak flooring continues again in here, but plenty of space. Look how much room you still have in here, and you don't have to worry about that. Also, the French doors, you do have the glass panes in here versus just the regular French doors. Okay, so going upstairs, I love the simple fact how we have that bridge again, but you also have the sky windows bringing in more natural light for yourself, or not having to. It's really energy efficient. That's what I like to say, right? And then even just looking over where we come in from the front, that's how we're working with. Okay, so this is going to be a flex room right here, folks. So that's the beauty of this one. You have 5 full bedrooms and also a flex room. So really just giving the depths of the space. This is being operated, as a workstation. They're bringing the best products to you, folks. So, okay. Now going to our third full bedroom. Look at this. Look at the furnishings in here. Just look at the accent wall. Look at wow. I'm overwhelmed by how beautiful this is. But let me do a pan for you, folks. Again, Like I said, plenty of space. That's a queen bed, 2 nightstands, the dresser. Look, I could even see adding a desk right here. This is a perfect spot for you. Even going into the walk-in closet, look at the space like I mentioned. I mean, goodness gracious. Storage shelving already built in for you. You don't have to worry about adding anything down the road. Look at this. Okay, now in here, this is gonna be a door. I'll show you. So that door is to the bathroom, right? It's a shared bathroom to the hallway, of course, to the flex room, anything of that nature. As you can see, you have that door right here to the left. Shower tub combo, brush nickel, waterfall shower head, as well as the faucet. Same thing right here. Quartz countertops, beautiful fixtures, loving it. And then of course, overlooking our great room, that's what we're working with. Okay, so the next room we're gonna take a look at, folks, is gonna be the media room. It's not a home, it's not complete, especially with this square footage, without a media room. Now, the video might not do it justice, but the space in here is perfect. Plush carpeting, look at this, oversized screen TV, and just look. So I think this is a perfect amount of space. I mean, you have your L-shaped couch. You still have more space for the coffee table, 2 excessive chairs as well, or 2 other chairs. And then look at this. Even just the lighting fixtures really gives that nice ambiance. I mean, as soon as I get done with this video, I'm probably going to take a nap in here. Just kidding. All right. So I love the fact, like I said, the oak flooring continues on the 2nd level. And then look at this. So you have 2 storage closets, one on each side. So like we said, add that Twister, Monopoly, maybe some Uno. And then another storage closet again. So plenty of storage space. You have the flex room and a total of 5 bedrooms. So loving it. So this is going to be our 4th full bedroom. Queen size bed again, 2 nightstands. Just look at that. Wow. Can you really get much better than this? I don't think so. And I know I get comments sometimes. They say, hey, you know, you say that all the time. They can't get much better than that. But it's actually like almost like a full-time job finding the best homes for you folks. So sometimes I'd say we get it right about 85% of the time. Maybe. I guess I could be wrong. But full-size walk-in closet. Again, this one's going to have its own full bathroom as well. So shower tub combo, I love that. Got this nice oversized window right in the shower tub. And that way bringing in some more natural light. So the common theme is this, folks. You really don't need to have all the lights on at one time, especially if you're the type of person to make sure, maybe automatic shut off lights, or you're telling the kids, hey, listen, turn off the lights once you're done. Which of course they always forget until you remind them 16 times. And this is our 5th and final bedroom, folks. Wow. I hope this video did it justice. I mean, definitely, if you get a chance, you could stop by. Like I said, we're probably, I'd say about 45 to 50 minutes without traffic to downtown Houston, just to give you an idea. So good thing is you pop right on the major freeway, I-45, and head straight down there. Now, sometimes there is traffic, so I'd say just look at the Waze app and you might be good to go. Although Google Maps is doing a pretty good job. So loving this. Okay. So like I said, in here, what you notice is the game room, the flex room, the media room. Plenty of room in here for you folks. And that's a queen size bed again and 2 nightstands just for your reference. And like I said, if down the road you ever wanted to add the pocket doors, give you a little bit more space, but really, I mean, that does it justice, and I don't think you need to add anything. But also the one thing you will notice is look at the hallway. The width of the hallway is amazing. It doesn't have that feel where, only single file line to be able to go outside. So I love that. So plenty of windows, and without the window grids. We know we talked about that all the time, how we feel about the window grids. Some folks love them, some folks despise them. But just look at how beautiful and sleek that is for our oversized picture windows on all ends, going in from our great room to our informal dining room to our game room. Wow, perfect. All right, and last stop is going to be, of course, our covered backyard patio. Look at this, folks. So plenty of space. Like I said, you already got your hookups ready to go for your built-in grill. Patio space is amazing. For the most part, you know, you add all your patio equipment that you need. Even just look at the width of the lot itself. Now, eventually the model home will be for sale. Sometimes how it works is they may ask for a lease back for a time period. But the good thing is if you purchase it, this will be yours when the lease back ends. So just stay updated, you know, stay tuned, and we'll make sure we update you. But other than that, family, that was the beautiful Jamestown Estate Homes. All right, family, that was Jamestown Estate Homes right here in Conroe, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about this one. Did this meet your expectations? Did it exceed it? Or did it fall short of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home that we showcase on the channel, reach out to the information below. We'll get you taken care of. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour. What's going on, Rankin family? Welcome back to another fantastic property tour. Today, we have the good fortune of looking at a beautiful Toll Brothers. Now, this one is currently for sale. They just put this model home on the market, and I think you're going to find this one absolutely exceptional. Now, don't worry, the garage will be converted. It's a sales office at the present, but it will be converted once it is for sale. Now, this one is absolutely stunning. Toll Brothers is one of those builders that you find really exceptional just from the simplicity of the materials that they utilize, as well as some of the features that they add inside of their home, and that was intentional. Now, as soon as you walk in to the foyer, this is exactly what you are greeted with. You have the two beautiful chandeliers as well as the beautiful curved staircase as well. Now, really, the neutral colors in here is absolutely exceptional. And the good thing about this one is what you see is what you get. Love that. Now, going into your study, you are going to have the double sliding doors that a lot of folks love. Now, also, you have the accent wall on all four sides. Even looking at your window, you have the window grids with the tall windows itself. And the one thing is the furniture, it possibly can be negotiated. I know that's the number one question you get is the furniture included in the price? And everything's negotiable. That's the beauty of real estate itself. But, you know, of course, you can see if that makes sense for you. Now, immediately when you walk into your first bedroom, this is exactly what you see. You see the tall ceilings, the oversized window with the window grids inside. Now, this is a queen size bed, one nightstand, but I could see if you were to add that second nightstand, you have no challenges whatsoever. Carpet inside of the bedrooms, tall door as well, and this one has its own bathroom. So beauty of that is the guest suite. Now, the closet is inside of the bathroom. I know I get mixed comments and mixed reviews as far as does that seem practical for you? But the good thing is the tall ceilings extends inside of the bathroom as well. Shower tub combo, beautiful quartz countertops as well as your wood cabinetry. And just look at this. Beautiful brass shower head as well, and the faucet. And if you know anything about Toll Brothers, so I did a video not too long ago. It was the top 5 best Toll Brothers that we've seen. In every single home that we looked at, absolutely exceptional. Powder room, of course, beautiful ceramic tile that you have, the wood-like tile that a lot of folks love, tall baseboards with our crown molding. So features in here are certainly unmatched. That's what I love. You got a coat closet, of course, walking in, but just look at your 2-story foyer. Love that. Even just the accent going up your curved staircase, beautiful area right here for some nice decor. And then look at our great room. Exceptional. Beautiful accent ceiling Obviously, these oversized blowout chandeliers coming down. Look at our fireplace with our mantle. You have your built-ins on the left side with your nice shelving, perfect for decor. And just look at the amount of natural light that enters inside of this home. Wow, nothing but great things to say about Toll Brothers. Now going into our kitchen, we have the great room kitchen combo, which I love. And I love the fact that we have an informal dining room, breakfast nook, what you want to call it, over there with our beautiful chandelier. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's go take a look in here. Beautiful quartz countertops, stacked cabinets on top with our glass panes. Really adds a nice touch. And of course, our Whirlpool stainless steel stovetop with 5 burners. And just look at how exceptional this is. Wow, love it. So of course we have a farmhouse sink. We have our lighting fixtures right above our island with our brass fixtures, glass blowout again. And let me open up some of these drawer spaces. Look at this. All the goldfish that you could want inside of here. Both of them. Look at that. How funny is that? Perfect. Perfect spot for the Keurig. Even just look inside of here. Plenty of storage space that you can take advantage of. Now, the good thing is this one, like I said, just hit the market. So it's one of those things where first come, first serve, right? Very rarely do, it's not often when the model home becomes for sale. Of course, they do become for sale, but most of the time we showcase those. They're not for sale at the present. So when they do, of course, all the people that have ever stepped in here, they want to put their bids in. But look at this. Wow, just look at the accents on the ceiling, our beautiful beaded chandelier as well. Can you really get enough of this? Now, I love our hardwood flooring that comes or continues throughout the main areas of the home itself. And then even just going into our nice little media room / game room area that you can take advantage of. Tray ceilings, recessed lighting, accent wall. Wow. Now, you know that, of course, every time we see the model homes and then, versus an inventory home, right? You see the differences. They go all out. They really want, I always say they like to show off a little bit, right? But we have our built-in window nook over here. Now in here, I love this, our oversized picture windows, and you don't have to worry, you don't have those window grids in here. So, of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you like the window grids. Or if not, I know we get some folks that, some new folks and stuff. So I always like to ask that every now and then. But of course, our stainless steel appliances again, and just look at this. Now, this is unique. You have your built-in desk area in its own section. If you wanted to add possibly them pocket doors or a door itself to kind of seclude yourself, you certainly can. And then of course, our utility room. Look at these oversized Whirlpool washer and dryers. Counter space right above it. Now, I'm almost 6 foot. I'm 5'11" on a good day, right? 5'11" and a half. So it might be a little challenging. So you might want to get your little step stool or something of that nature. But beautiful quartz countertops. Of course, our backsplash as well. Tile flooring inside. And then our hardwood flooring continues straight over there where our garage would be. Now, Toll Brothers, they like to add that nice glass pane inside the pantry. Show off a little bit. I see you, Toll Brothers. Nothing wrong with that. But look at this. Let me do one more pan before we continue throughout the home. Love it. So exceptional. And then the good thing is you do have your primary on the first floor. So I love that as well. Now going in here, look at this. High ceilings, exposed beams as well. Beautiful recessed lighting with our brass chandelier as well. And just look at the room that you have. This is a king bed, 2 nightstands, oversized windows on all ends, tall draperies, carpet inside of here. Now I can see some folks possibly just adding maybe the hardwood flooring that continues inside of here, but really depends on your personal preference. I mean, the carpet, I have no shoes on right now, took them off out of respect, but it seems extremely cozy and I love that. Okay, so going into our ensuite, we have the double doors, of course, and then look at this, herringbone style wood flooring. Now this is ceramic wood-like tile, but I love it. Quartz countertops, oversized soaking tub, and look at the depth in here. And then of course, it wouldn't be complete without the tray ceilings going into our ensuite. Now, if you notice, even the herringbone style flooring continues inside of the shower. You have dual shower heads, a shower bench as well. Little niche area as well to put your shampoo bottles. But just even looking at the presentation of this home, exceptional. Now, of course, you got your nice toilet over there, and then going straight in here, walk-in closet. Look at this. So built-in storage shelving as well, carpet inside, tall baseboards with the molding again, and just look at this. So a decent amount of space, obviously not the biggest primary closet, but it's okay. It certainly gets the job done in my opinion. And if you notice, even going to the washroom, or what you want to call it, toilet room. I call it toilet room. I got somebody that said it's not a toilet room, it's something else, but you get what I'm saying. That herringbone style continues again in there. But love our exposed beams as well. Really has that natural like look that a lot of folks are looking for, especially in a home of this magnitude. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head upstairs, but if you notice, even the tall ceilings going into our foyer, this is the front door. Love your section up there. You can add the decor that a lot of folks love. And then up here, what you're gonna have is the stained wood that a lot of folks love. They love that stained wood look. Now, this is called a catwalk right here, where you can oversee the great room as well as the foyer. And then I'll make sure to pan so you can see right here. Love it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll continue to the next bedroom. You go down this little hallway area, and just look at this. So a decent amount of room. This is gonna be almost 4,000 square feet. So just to kind of give you a gist, anything over 4,000 square feet, sometimes even 3,500 square feet, you really can see the room that they have inside of the home itself. But the molding continues. It's not tall baseboards up here, but the molding does continue. And this looks like it's probably gonna be a Jack and Jill bath. Let me just verify for you. Yes, it'll be a Jack and Jill bath. So let me make sure I open every door, show you every inch. Real quick, folks, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Always appreciate your continued support. This is your first time to the channel. My name is Marcus Rankin. I am a local realtor. We get calls, texts, and emails for folks looking to make a move to Texas. And now we're actually going to be expanding outside of the state. So really any location that we showcase on the channel, you can bet we have somebody that can get you covered. So reach out so we can get you taken care of, and consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love for you to become a part of the Rankin family, and also so you don't miss a video every single week. Okay, look at this. Now I'll make sure to do a quick pan. Sometimes I make some of my viewers dizzy, so I apologize in advance if that's the case. Beautiful shiplap on the ceiling. Recessed lighting continues in here. If you want to add that ceiling fan down the road, you can certainly do so. And look at that. That's your full walk-in closet. Now, most of the time, this is going to be locked, so I would open that for you. But of course, you could utilize that as storage, just like a little access for maybe an attic or something of that nature. Now, you do have a little wet bar area right here going, or instead of going into your media room. Some folks might want to possibly add that, inside of the media room, but, it's still within a nice distance to go ahead and, take advantage of that. I don't know what movie this is, but we got a movie planned. Look at this. Got that ambiance, The Secret Life of a Pet. It might be that one. Yeah, I think it is. The Secret Life of Pets 2. Look at that. So plenty of space in here. This is an L-shaped couch, of course. You got a nightstand, a little awning as well, dresser. So plenty of room for you to take advantage. And not to mention, you do have that carpet in here. It gives it that cozy-like feel that a lot of folks are looking for, especially these days. But like I said, what you see is what you get at the current price point, excluding the furniture. And of course, everything is negotiable depending on what they plan to do with it. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't reject an offer that was relatively decent, that included the furniture in there. And then the last thing is, what we'll make sure to do is show you the backyard. So the good thing is, lot size is relatively huge, because you're in a cul-de-sac on this particular home in itself, but this is an LED industrial like ceiling fan. The recessed lighting continues out here. They'll, of course, clean it up a little bit more for you before you end up moving in. But look at the room that you have in here, folks. Plenty of space. And look at this section. You have a built-in pergola over here, built-in seating area, nice little bonfire. I love the room that you have in here. Plenty of entertaining space for you and the family, and especially for a home like this, you certainly are probably going to have some guests over. But look at that. The best thing is you have no rear neighbors. Look at that. You can imagine, and then you have the nice little view over there and the privacy fence. I love that. The good thing is you don't have to worry about replacing that fence anytime soon. And also, I know I get some comments, especially in Texas. We have a bad rap lately with the hurricanes and just the weather in general. But this is an all brick house, so no one's huffing and puffing and blowing this house down. You don't have to worry about that. But other than that, family, that was the beautiful Toll Brothers here near Houston. All right, Rankin family, I hope you absolutely love this Toll Brothers right here in Pomona. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. Of course, if you want more information about this plan or any plan we showcase, reach out to the information below. We'll get you taken care of. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour. All right, Rankin family, welcome back to another gorgeous property tour. Today, we are in Fate, Texas, near Dallas, looking at this beautiful Grand Homes. Now, this is the Grand Montera 2. I think you folks are going to love this one. Now, of course, this is a model home. The garage would be right there to the right, but from the exterior, what you're noticing is the natural stone combination with the beautiful brick. Plenty of windows, and I absolutely love the exterior as far as the elevation is concerned. Let's go ahead and get you inside of the property. Even going into our front door, of course, we do have the glass panes with the brushed brass fixtures as well. So immediately when you walk in to the foyer, you are going to notice the two-story foyer as well as the beautiful chandelier. Right here to the left is going to be perfect for a formal living room or possibly another retreat area or sitting area. Really just kind of makes the property stand out, in my opinion. Now, if you notice, you have plenty of windows bringing in more natural light that a lot of folks love, especially clients that reach out to us. They really want something that has a ton of windows. So of course you have the tall baseboards. You also have this beautiful chandelier right above our table. And of course, Grand Homes, they're so known for the beautiful window nooks. Really makes the property stand out, in my opinion. Now I'll make sure to do a full pan straight ahead. That's going to be perfect for our formal dining room. Now, of course, straight ahead, that would be where our garage would be. You'd section that off, go ahead and go into the mud room. And really the main thing is, I always say, if it's something where you want to take advantage of, whether you want to build it from scratch or if you want to possibly purchase an inventory home, then, you got to reach out to us. Okay, so this is another section area. So the one thing that you are going to notice is really the possibilities are endless. So however you want to decorate it, that's certainly your prerogative, but you have the recessed lights throughout. So if you wanted to use something like, let's say, a life space or another formal dining room, or essentially a formal living room versus the family room, you can certainly do that. But I love that the window nooks continues. You have the oversized picture windows bringing in more natural light. And then, of course, you have hardwood flooring throughout the property itself. And let me do a quick pan so you can see the scope of the home. And then also what I really love is that when you walk in, you have the beautiful curved staircase. Now, straight ahead, of course, look at our nice little wine cellar that you can take advantage of. And, I get some folks to say, hey, listen, I'm not a wine drinker. I prefer that not to be here. So really, you can use your imagination if you want to use that for other purposes. Now, of course, we have our wet bar, which I love for entertaining purposes. Look, you can see straight ahead your two-story game room, children's retreat, or what have you, but this is going to be our great room. Beautiful cathedral-like ceilings. I love this exposed beam. The one thing you will notice is that you have recessed lights in the exposed beam. First time I've ever seen that, which is unique. Now, our fireplace, you have the natural stone floor to ceiling. You have the accent wall on both ends. Now, if you wanted to possibly add the built-ins that a lot of folks love, you can certainly do that. Really, just depending on what your personal preference is. What I'll make sure to do is open every door so you can see. So of course, it wouldn't be complete without our powder bath. Now this one's off center, but it still is within great distance to the great room. So you can certainly take advantage of that as well. You have some built-ins. Now, of course, this would be a utility room. You have it sectioned off. Like I always said, the model homes are just great for a situation where you want to take a look and see what's going on. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Of course, this is going to be our primary closet going in from our primary bedroom, but let's go ahead and make sure you see the kitchen first and foremost. So you have a great room, dining room, kitchen combination, beautiful porcelain marble countertops. Look at this. So not only do you have the glass panes with your stacked cabinets, you do have an oversized picture windows right above, bringing in more natural light. You have these nice accent ceilings, which I love. And look at this. Extremely spacious. You notice the countertops extends and you can see towards your backyard. But look at this. Now just look at the details as far as the finishes are concerned. Now, Grand Homes, they're probably one of my most, I'd say top two builders. I'm not gonna tell you no the other one. I'll let you guess that, but definitely in the top two in my opinion. You could be the judge of that. KitchenAid stainless steel range hood as well, accent or a backsplash. Look at this, all KitchenAid appliances, but I just love the glass inside of our cabinets. Extremely nice. Love that. And then of course, like we said, this is a little extension for the kiddos. But let me do a total pan of the entirety of this part of the house. You can see. Wow. Loving it. So even on our island, you have plenty of storage shelving as well, or our cabinet space. Now, of course, if you didn't want to have this painted this certain color, I think it just kind of, makes the property a little bit different. Now, I know some folks really don't like the dining room table inside of the great room. The good thing is Grand Homes, they have a ton of different plans to take advantage of, and different elevations as well. They're a semi-custom builder, so you can certainly get that removed if you needed to from a different plan. But look at this. So this is our primary bedroom. That's a king bed, 2 nightstands, as well as a sitting area over here, a dresser. Of course, look at even just the recessed lighting. Look at our beautiful chandelier right above our bed. Plenty of windows that you can take advantage of. It's not the biggest primary bedroom, but of course, for the square footage, I think it certainly is adequate. But look at this. Extremely stunning. Now, sometimes if you want to possibly be in a certain location, so Grand Homes at the current, the present time, they only build in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I know I have some folks that say, hey, can they build this in Houston? Can they build this in Austin? As of right now, of course that could change in the future depending on when you're watching this video, but from, at least for the foreseeable future and past, present, and in the foreseeable future, it's going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Okay, so I love the beautiful glass walk-in shower. Look at that. Just look how sleek, and the architectural details in here are just immaculate in my opinion. Let me see. You have this glass blowout, lighting fixtures right above our floating cabinets or counters, right? Oversized freestanding tub, oversized picture window right here. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you prefer to have the picture window where you can see straight through the clear, or would you prefer that be privacy? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. But his and her sink, you also have a vanity area over there. This is where we walked in. So you have 3 entry points. So going into from your utility room where you can take advantage of that, but also you have these other entry points. So plenty of space in here. If you wanted to add some more storage, you can certainly do so. Of course, our toilet is right here. Make sure the toilet seat was down. But look at this. This material is so elegant. I just love that. It's like a wood-like tile shower surround. Gorgeous. So I'm hoping you're letting me know what you're thinking. And if you notice, that accent continues through our shower surround. So very few times that we see the same material that wraps around. Okay. So far so good, looking great. I love really just the details in here. I love the way that you can see straight above to our second level. We'll certainly get up there, but you'll also notice you have the cathedral ceilings that continues to our second level as well. And then I love this little section right here. Like we always mention, Christmas tree, you name it, possibilities are endless. So wood flooring continuing up here. Also, you have wood flooring throughout here. I love that. You know, I know carpet gets a bad rap, especially now in 2024, just because I think people just have gotten fed up with the stains and the dirt and the dust. But I love this little game room that you have. Look at this. Can you really get much better than this? Plenty of space. I love the way they have it decorated, but if you wanted to add possibly that ping pong table, that pool table, or even a poker table, you know, you can certainly do so. Now, let me go ahead and show you right above our great room. This is from our second level. Okay. Now look at this. So if you wanted to use that as a children's retreat and this as another game room or two game rooms, you can do so. But you know, great room or grand homes, they have the game room, media room combination. We've seen that in a couple plans, so that's kind of a common theme that we've seen. But love this. Very cozy. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you want that closed off? Would you rather add maybe some oversized double doors to close that off, so that way, you know, your media room's secluded. You don't really have to worry about people that are in the kitchen making, you know, loud noises and stuff. I mean, you can certainly, they have built-in speakers right here, so the noise shouldn't be a complaint. Okay, and look at that showcase wine. It's all empty, so whoever drank all that. All right, so let's continue along. Okay, now this is interesting. So you're gonna have 3 bedrooms all in a row right here. So we'll look at this one, the first one upstairs. So look at this. This is a queen bed, 1 nightstand, dresser, chair. That's for reference. If you wanted to add possibly a full bed in here, you maybe get the 2 nightstands in here. But really just depends, you know. Sometimes if you have 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, then this is going to be a perfect room for them. Now, if you have maybe older children, you know, teenagers or adults that are living with you, you know, you might want to, we'll take a look at the other bedrooms. But real quick, folks, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Always great to have you. I really appreciate the continued support. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Marcus Rankin. I am a Texas realtor. We get calls, texts, and emails every single week from folks looking to make a move to Texas. So if you're in that bucket now or in the future, you know, you reach out, we can get you taken care of, and consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love for you to become a part of the Rankin family, and that way you don't miss a video every week. Okay, so this is a shared bathroom between 2 of the rooms. If I'm not mistaken, we'll take a look at that. But shower tub combo, look at this. Same thing. So you have the tile that extends all along here, almost like an accent wall. Tall mirror as well. Now we don't have the mirror frames in here, but quartz countertops, brushed brass, and then the brass handles right there as well. Really a nice color tone. Okay, so this one's gonna have their own bathroom. Oh, look at this. Look at this wallpaper, this painted wallpaper on the ceiling. Let me know what you think about that. Now, what's really interesting is, you know, we have this little nook area up here that, you know, adds that nice element. I think it looks fantastic from the outside. I mean, the outside of the home really stands out in my opinion. I'll let you be the judge of that. But in here, I mean, hold on, let me not spin you around too much. I don't want to get you too dizzy. Okay, and we'll take a look at the closet in a second, but look at that. So I really do think, I mean, you could fit that queen bed in here. You possibly could fit 2 nightstands depending on how you're going to position it. A dresser, And that would probably be it. So you don't want to compromise any walk space, walk room, or anything like that. Okay, shower tub combo again. Now you do have the privacy glass, but you have this little bench area. Okay, you don't want to have that clutter too much. Sometimes when you get kiddos or how many people are sharing this bathroom, you might have a lot of empty shampoo bottles and stuff. It kind of throws it off, in my opinion. But look at this. So very rarely do we see a full vanity area in secondary bathrooms. So I love that they added that feature. Of course, a lot of this is going to be optional and things like that. And that is going to be a shared bathroom. But as I promised, let me show you the closet. So not too massive. And I mean, good thing it extends a little bit back here, but not too massive or, not too small. It's I think you can make it do. Okay. Now this is going to be a shared bathroom between this bedroom. Okay. Now this is the biggest room we've seen upstairs. That's a queen bed. Look at this. Oversized nightstand, almost like a dresser, a desk over here. So this is going to be the room that you're going to have the kiddos or the older kids in, or, older adults that are living with you. Even though they're going to be sharing a bathroom, hopefully that's not, a deal breaker for them. But then if you notice, both of them had separate closets. So the closets weren't inside of the bathroom. Okay, so, I mean, I'd give this a solid 9.5. I know we've seen some great ones, some ones that, it's kind of hard to compete. But, at this price point, I really think the value is certainly there. And like I said, I'll let you be the judge of that. And of course, right there overseeing where we come in from, our foyer, right here. Okay. Now, last but certainly not least, let's go ahead and take a look at the backyard, see what we're working with, okay? So you would continue along through here. It's a fantastic day right now, pretty hot. I'm a natural sweater, so anytime I walk outside, especially that Texas humidity, I'm sweating within 22 seconds. So this is my favorite feature by far. I love when we have the tall ceilings inside of our covered backyard patio. Love that. So you have wood-like ceramic tile as well. Really durable, weatherproof. And the space in the backyard, decent space. But really, I mean, if you wanted to get this on a corner lot, have a little bit more yard space, maybe 10,000 square feet, you can see about your options. Now, it's a little wet out there. I would go out there so you can see the back of the property, but we'll do it from here. Plenty of windows, brick as well, no siding back here. Loving it. So, other than that, family, that was the beautiful Grand Homes. All right, Rankin family, that was the beautiful Grand Homes right here near Dallas, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about this particular plan. Like I said, they have many other plans. I've showcased plenty on this channel, so you can go back and take a look at that. Did this meet your expectations? Did it exceed it or fall short of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you want more information about this home or any home that we showcase, reach out so we can find out how we can help you. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour. All right, Rankin family, welcome back to another gorgeous property tour. Today, we are in Houston, Texas, looking at this completely custom home. Now, before we get started, I do want to give a huge shout out to Marie Dupre at Compass for letting us tour her gorgeous listing and bringing it to the channel. Now, from the exterior, I really love the color palette, but most importantly, I love our wooden garage door. Look how beautiful that looks, especially in this community itself. Really stands out in my opinion. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a completely custom luxury house without the beautiful lanterns with the candlelight lighting inside of the lanterns itself. Now, it is a two-story home, as you can tell, but I love going into our covered front porch. You have the two-story covered front porch, which I absolutely love. Plus, you have these stunning windows, which really brings out the property, in my opinion. Now, going into our covered front porch, you'll see you have this oversized picture window right above our double front doors. You have the glass panes as well. And then of course, let's get you inside of the property. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. Now, I really want you to pay attention to a lot of the key details inside of here, such as the two-story foyer as soon as you walk in, the beautiful brushed brass chandeliers, and you'll notice that as far as the lighting fixtures inside of the home. Now, right here to the left, we are going to have our formal dining room. I love the fact that we have a separate formal, but most importantly, we have access to the kitchen. I've seen a couple homes that were model homes before, and they didn't connect to the kitchen, which I thought it was a little off-putting in my opinion. But I love the fact that you have this beautiful chandelier right above our dining room table. It's staged to the nines, and I think you will certainly appreciate that. Okay, now this is going to be our study. Of course, we have our French doors with our brushed brass chandelier right above our desk. Look at the accents itself. Now, I love that they chose this color inside of here. It really stands out in my opinion, but also you do have plenty of room. I mean, if you have an oversized desk or you want to put more furniture in here, depending if you work from home, like I always mention, or what you would utilize this room as, it certainly is fitting. Okay, now you'll also notice that you do have hardwood flooring throughout the home itself. And then even look, if you continue towards our living room, you have this accented wall all the way to the second floor. Now, this home is going to have two powder rooms, which I love. Look at this designer accent, this designer wallpaper that you have in here. Love that. You have high level quartz countertops, beautiful brushed brass, and we're just going to say brass for now on, but you just know all of it's brushed brass as far as the fixtures are concerned. Also, the hardwood flooring extends in here, and then of course our nice coat closet. Now, this is my favorite part of the home by far, and second to that would certainly be the primary bedroom. But look at this. The one word that comes to mind is cozy. Okay. Now, of course, we have the beautiful tray ceilings with our exposed beams, our cross beams. I love that. Picture windows, again, really bringing in more natural light. And just look at our fireplace itself, folks. So you have the built-ins on the right side. If you notice, you even have a little lighting fixture that kind of illuminates if you have some decor that you really want to stand out. But also, if you notice, you have the natural stone as well as the natural stone accent wall right where our breakfast room is. But look at this, extremely spacious is, really what you want inside of a home itself. But then of course it connects to the kitchen, and look at the beautiful chandeliers right above our island. Wow, absolutely love this, folks. Now, the good thing is you're gonna have the Kentmore matte black cabinets with the brushed gold hardware as well. Beautiful range hood, look at that. And then also, if you notice, the quartz backsplash. Love that. So you have the backsplash matching the island, matching the countertops. And then of course, it wouldn't be complete without our oversized stovetop and oven. Look at that, folks. Absolutely stunning. And look at the stack cabinets on top, all the glass panes that you need inside. And look at this. I'm going to do a side pan. Wow. Absolutely stunning. Also, what you're going to have in here, soft closing drawers as well as cabinets. And I just can't get enough of that, folks. Look at this. So stainless steel appliances. Now, I would call this decorative pendants right above our island. Really just depends. Of course, you have your nice little oven deal. And then look at this. Built-ins again, perfect for some more decorations if you want. And then, of course, a walk-in pantry. Look at the storage in here. So it continues all the way over here. The storage shelving continues to the ceiling. And then look at this, folks. Nice working pantry, plenty of cabinet space. The quartz extends again, high level. Wow. And just even little details like this, like our backsplash right here as well. So really customized, but really thought, all the details were thought in advance. Okay, so this would be coming from our garage. You have a 2-car garage in here. This is our mud room. If you notice, the hardwood flooring extends again, and it's right here next to our utility room. I love the fact that they went with this baby blue color. Really stands out in my opinion. Beautiful backsplash. You have your sink in here. Wow, absolutely stunning. Plenty of storage space, and look at that. Fantastic. It is soft closing, folks. Don't worry. But look at this. Plenty of space that you need in here. Love this hexagon style tile that extends. And, you know, shout out to the stager. Did a fantastic job without a doubt. And then of course your 2-car garage right here. But look at this, even just from the details as far as the wallpaper, look at that. Really stands out in my opinion. So this is one of those homes, quite frankly, if you really want luxury, but you really want to be in the city, that's what I love about this one. Also, you do have the primary downstairs as well as a secondary bedroom downstairs, and we'll get to that in a second. But look at this breakfast nook. I love this little breakfast room that you can take advantage of, really, because this could be a secondary informal dining room. Just the space in here itself, loving it. Okay, so we'll continue it along. This is going to be our first bedroom, not our primary, but this is going to be our first secondary bedroom. You have the LED ceiling fan as well as recessed lights. I love that. Now you're going to have over 7-inch baseboards throughout the property. It's actually 7 1/4 inches. So I love that fact. And then also you have the indentation on the top, really nice accent that they added. And then this is a full-size bathroom that you're going to have attached to this. So even just the mirror frame itself, the quartz countertops, the colors, as far as in the cabinets. And look at this shower tub combo with our herringbone style tile. Love that. We have our black shower head and faucet as well, and a nice size walk-in closet. Let me go ahead and shut this door so you can see how far it goes back here. So plenty of space for a secondary bedroom, in my opinion. And then I love the positioning of it as well. All right, so let's continue along. I just can't get enough of this. Look at the accents, and our exposed beams really just stands out in my opinion. Okay, so this is going to be our primary bedroom. The first thing I think you're really going to love about this is our cathedral ceilings. Look at this, folks. We have our exposed beam. Again, we have almost like an A-frame that you can take advantage of as well. Really stands out. And look at the room that you have. So tall baseboards extends this way, king size bed, 2 nightstands. Wow, this rug is extremely comfortable. Love this. And then what I'll do is a quick pan so you can see the entirety of the room. Wow. Love it. So really the space in here, so not even just from a width and a length, but more importantly, a height. That really makes the property stand out, this room in general, right? And then of course, don't even get me started on our ensuite. Cathedral ceilings, again, that extends. Beautiful chandelier, lighting fixture right above. You have beautiful his and her sink. This oversized circular mirror with our brass exterior, of course, or the mirror frames. Nice, beautiful freestanding tub with our oversized picture window again. Right here to the right, of course, is our toilet, but look how massive our full-size walk-in shower is, folks. I love that they added this shower bench. You have like this quartz-like material, but it's tile, but it really gives that illusion of elegance, luxury, all the above that you would want in a home. Okay, and this is our walk-in closet, of course, but look at the space. I mean, just pay attention, even what you saw in the pantry where the shelving extends all the way to the ceiling. So they made sure to utilize each and every space. You know, sometimes you have the dead space on the top that, you know, folks could have took advantage of. But in here, I love the fact that they added that. Kentmore cabinets, wow. So they really went with high-end finishes, high-end materials. They didn't compromise. That's one thing, folks, that you really want to pay attention to whenever you're purchasing any property regardless, but you know, a custom home, you really want to make sure that they actually use materials that's not going to fall apart within the next 2 years after you buy it, right? You want something that's reputable, has brand recognition, in my opinion, and really can get you, taken care of. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Now, before we head upstairs, I love this little wine grotto area that you have. So, of course, custom cabinetry again that you have. And like I always say, even if you're not a wine drinker, not a liquor drinker, a scotch drinker, you know, you might want to have it because you're probably going to have some guests that will be drinking, right? So you always want to be able to accommodate those folks and not leave them out, you know. We don't discriminate. So that's one thing, but I love that. And of course, our 2-story foyer. Wow. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our second level. The first level was already beautiful enough, but let's make sure you see this one. So the first thing I really love is, of course, the hardwood flooring extends up here. Sometimes you might see carpet upstairs in the game rooms and the media rooms, but they chose to opt for the hardwood flooring upstairs. Now look at the space that you have in this nice game room. Tray ceilings, recessed lighting extends again, oversized ceiling fan that you have as well. So look at that. Loving it. Okay, straight ahead will be our media room, but this is a closet, or attic rather. I said closet, attic. Have some storage or whatever you need. Nice picture windows bringing in our natural light that we so much love. And then this is gonna be our media room. Tray ceilings again, recessed lighting extends, but you have this accent wall, which I really love. I think it really brings out the property in my opinion. But also the one thing I love is that not only do you have plenty of space in the game room, but you also have a ton of space in this media room. You can use this as a secondary room. Some folks may opt to use it as a children's retreat, but you can never go wrong with a media room and using it for what it's intended for or designed for. Okay, so let's continue along. So you have a total of 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, 2 powder rooms. So this is gonna be, of course, our second powder room that we'll have. You have the beautiful accent wall, again, quartz countertops. Now up here you have the white cabinetry with the black hardware. So let me know what you folks thought about that, that combination. Okay, so we'll go straight over here. I don't want to turn you around too much and get you all dizzy, I know how that could be. But look at this. So really a ton of space. That's really what you're noticing. They didn't compromise that as well inside of here. Now I also love the fact that we have a separate closet from the bathroom, because I know a lot of you folks, you really don't like to have to travel throughout the, to go in the bathroom to get to the closets. Some of these secondary bedrooms, most of the time you'll have that in the primary, but in here you have it separate. So full walk-in closet, built-in shelving right here for the shoes, and then the hardwood flooring extends in here. So it's very rare that we come across a custom property without any carpet in here. So I think the viewers can certainly appreciate that they chose not to add carpet in here. But look at this. In all these bedrooms, in my opinion, I certainly believe you can add a king-size bed and 2 nightstands, especially depending on how you position it. Most times you might have that bed straight ahead right there. I know some folks really don't like the, overlapping with the windows, but I think that king bed will certainly comfortably fit right there. Okay, shower tub combo in here, quartz countertops. Now in here we do have the black Kentmore cabinets with the brushed gold hardware. So let me know what you folks think about that. And here we have this wood-like tile. And then in here you do have the closet that is inside of the bathroom. But look at that, plenty of space. You can walk in here. This is almost like another half bedroom. That's how much space you have in the secondary one. So real quick, folks, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I always appreciate your continued support. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Marcus Rankin. I am a Texas realtor. We do get calls, texts, and emails from folks looking to make a move to Texas all the time. And if you're in that bucket now or in the future, reach out to the information below. We'll get you connected to the right local expert, no matter if you're thinking Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin. We also have some plans to be extending out of state very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. Main reason we want to do that is just to bring you more of a variety. You know, sometimes when you go through a lot of these Texas homes, you know, a lot of them can differ, but I think it'll be nice to kind of, you know, change it up on the channel for you folks and really bring you just the best of the best. And what better way to do that than, you know, extending our reach, right? So stay tuned for that. And last thing, consider that subscribe button. I'd love for you to become a part of the Rankin family. And that way you don't miss a video every week. Okay, so this is the final bedroom. Oversized mirror again with our mirror frame, lighting fixtures, black lighting fixtures as well. And just look at the space that you have. Look at this. Like I said, get more cabinets. So you don't have to worry about just the first level having Kentmore or, you know, a recognizable brand. They chose to opt for all of them. So they really did a fantastic job, in my opinion. Of course, I'll let you be the judge of that. But that was the entire property. And just some of the highlights of it, of course, is, you know, you have a sprinkler system. You have French drains as well, custom insulated garage door, had the wood design, automatic garage door opener, new cedar fence. Yeah, pre-wired for security cameras at front and the back door. And then look at this. You have a covered kitchen back here. So the brick extends back here again. You had a little bit of siding as well. But you have the Coyote outdoor grill, Coyote refrigerator as well, custom countertops. And the good thing around here is there's a lot of new development, but most importantly, I mean, you're 5 minutes away from, you know, 5 to 10 minutes away from Memorial Mall. You're about 10, 15 minutes away from downtown Houston. You can pop on I-10, which is the major freeway that is, you know, heading from Katy all the way to the other side of the city and beyond. So you can certainly take advantage of that. I don't want to step out there. I would show you the back of the property, but other than that, family, that was the beautiful custom home. All right, Rankin family, I hope you absolutely love this completely custom home right here in Houston, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. Did it meet your expectations? Did it exceed it? Or did it fall short of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home that we showcase, you can reach out to the information below. We'll get to you and get you taken care of. Also, consider hitting that subscribe button. We're growing every day and I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for you to see the next homes that we showcase. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour. All right, Rankin family, we are looking at this gorgeous Toll Brothers right here in Frisco, Texas, near Dallas. This is the Kenny Spanish model. There's actually one in inventory right now close by, and that one at the time of this recording is at 1.89 million. Now, this is going to be the complete model house, so of course it's going to be dressed to the nines. That's one thing to keep in mind. Now, straight ahead right here would be your 2-car garage, and as well as right over there to the left is our 1-car garage bay. But what we'll go ahead and do is we'll get you inside this place so you can see the depths of it. Now, the one thing you are noticing is the Spanish style roof. That's what a lot of folks love, is that Spanish style tile. And not to mention the beautiful stucco, which really gives it that like Mediterranean vibe, you know, that so many folks love. And quite frankly, yeah, it's one of those ones that are extremely exceptional. Now, going into our covered front porch, the first thing you're going to notice is the stucco. It continues. You also have this beautiful privacy glass going into your front door, almost like, you know, but the name is, right? Spanish style. Okay, and then as soon as you walk in, you are going to be greeted with the two-story foyer. You also have the beautiful candlelight chandelier right above yourself, as well as the natural stone accent wall. Look at that. Very few times you actually see that. Now, this would be a perfect spot for a nice little bench or even that Christmas tree since we're getting closer. Straight ahead, of course, is the great room, but let's go ahead and make sure you see every inch of the house. So you have wood flooring throughout the entire property. That's what I love. This is going to be your guest suite. Now, I love that you walk across that hallway and it's kind of secluded. So the good thing is you'll have a quick access to the garage. You know, that's what they call that next gen living, right? So a decent amount of space in here is not enormous, but you know, that's a queen size bed, two nightstands. You can add that dresser right here, of course. As far as putting like a chair in here for a nice sitting area, it might be a little challenging, a little tough. You might want to go with a different plan that has a little bit more square footage, or if you possibly build from scratch, of course, you have the base square footage and possibly adding on to it, depending on the lot size, of course. Full bathroom attached to this one. You have the high level quartz countertops as well as your hexagon style flooring as well. And then even going in here, you have a nice little bench with your shower niche as well as the glass door. Also, one of the key details you might see is on the baseboard, you actually have this accent molding as well throughout. If you notice that, it's like a little indentation, really stands out. Of course, you have a little access right there. That's going to be, that's locked right now. But every door that we can get in, I'll make sure to show you. Now here, you can obviously tell they took the doors off the hinges, but this will be a perfect spot for the sliding barn doors or sliding doors in itself. The barn doors might throw off the aesthetic of it, in my opinion, but more like a sleek glass door, I think would really do this property justice, in my opinion. Look at this oversized big screen TV. You can even add that projector. You do have the built-in cabinets in here. You have accent wall, beautiful lighting fixtures. Look at that. That dim lighting fixtures really gives that showcase purposes. If you had that Picasso, you know, I keep saying Picasso. That's the only painter I know, really. I think if I had a Van Gogh or something, I don't know, you know. But you have a little wet bar here as well, if you notice this. So really unique, really stands out. And like I said, this is a model home. So, you know, some of the things may be different in here. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. You know, sometimes you may want something, you may not want it. After finding out the price of the built-ins, it may or may not make sense for you. Okay, so this is, of course, the great room. You have the exposed wooden beams. You have four of them on the top, 20-foot ceilings, clear story windows, candlelight, oversized chandelier, oversized sliders, and just look at the space that you have. So I love you have the natural stone floor to ceiling fireplace. You have your mantle, big screen TV. I know I got some folks that say, hey, listen, if you have the natural stone fireplace, how am I going to mount the TV? Well, we got it right here. So it is easily done. You could do that, right? So the great room kitchen combination, love the tone in here. Now, I know some folks really love the white cabinetry because it gives that neutral vibe, but you know, I think it definitely does it justice in here, in my opinion. I mean, depending on if you do have that Spanish style or if you want to just go with the regular Kenny, that's going to really change your decisions. But I love the fact you have waterfall countertops, high level quartz as well. And then on this end, you actually have that porcelain marble right there. 6 burner stovetop wooden range hood, stacked cabinets on top. Now, the one thing in my opinion that I would certainly add, if you can opt for it, is going to be the glass panes on your stacked cabinets. It really just stands out in my opinion. It may not, you know, be something where you want or really that big of a deal to you, you know. And then I did get a comment not too long ago. Some folks were saying, hey, you know, they don't like really when I say, oh, well, that's locked, but that's the pantry, of course. In my opinion, and the reason I always just say, hey, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, who am I? I'm just bringing it to you and you make the final judgment, right? So I just like to throw that little disclaimer out because it, you know, that way you don't come for me. Okay, now this is a little nice wine cellar that you can take advantage of. You have that wine grotto. You have your floating shelves. I guess they're not floating because they're attached to both ends, but still nice little accent as well. You have the same countertops again, and I love that it's extremely sleek. Of course, they took the door off the hinges again, you know, because you don't want to keep opening those up and things like that, but that just gives you an idea. Okay, now going straight across, this is going to be our breakfast room or breakfast nook, whatever you want to call it. But you'll also notice you have the tray ceilings with the wood on the ceiling as well. You have that wood looking, it looks really nice, really kind of stands out. And you know, a lot of these things are just subtle details. So you may say, hey, listen, I hate everything about it. Well, if that's the case, I mean, gosh, I can't do nothing much about it. But really, I think the furniture does it justice and at least gives it a chance, in my opinion. I hope. Okay, so before we get into our primary, this is going to be our beautiful office. Built-ins on both sides. You also have a window bench, accent throughout. You have this nice material. Wow, look at this. Now, I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Are you in that situation where you're saying, hey, listen, it looks extremely dark in there. I want something that's more vibrant and light, or you may like this. You know, I know we kind of went away from that style a little bit more. Or, you know, we went away from that style, like that dark style, traditional, and went more towards the light or the neutral colors. But, you know, it's nice to bring it back. Really gives that nice vibe, in my opinion. And, you know, that's a good thing about us humans. We have different tastes, right? Okay. Primary bedroom. Look at this, folks. Candlelight chandelier, exposed beams on top, wood accents in the ceiling, tray ceilings again. And if you notice, in the baseboards, that molding continues throughout. But look at this. And I always like to tell you what kind of size bed we have just for reference, right? But that's a king size bed, 2 nightstands. Wow, plenty of space. You got your ensuite straight ahead. Now, me personally, I'd like to see that ensuite, the doorway a little bit larger, just so you can add maybe the pocket doors or the double doors, French doors, anything like that. But you know, to each his own. So look at this. So I like the fact that they add the porcelain marble countertops inside of here. You have an oversized picture window. Look at this oversized freestanding soak-in tub. And then you have your vanity area over there. To the right is going to be our toilet, of course, but look how large this walk-in shower is. Waterfall shower head, recessed lighting shower niche, as well as our shower bench, hexagon shower tile flooring in there as well. Plenty of space. Now, as far as our storage closet, we do have glass panes, but then even going into, of course, our walk-in closet, this is the amount of space that you have. Look at that. Plenty of room, built-ins all along. Now, of course, sometimes when you purchase an inventory home, all the shelving is going to be gone. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But this is going to be connected to the utility room. You have an oversized Whirlpool washer and dryer. You have the countertops, of course, as well as all your cabinetry with your shelving, all the room that you would need, plus a sink. Go ahead and wash all those stains that you need out, and then tile flooring throughout. So the wood flooring is in the main areas, tile flooring inside of the utility room, which you can certainly appreciate. And then, of course, that would be the 2-car garage bay. Right here would be our mudroom. So you can certainly take advantage of that. And then, of course, going upstairs, we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Window grids. And then you also have the natural stone that extends back there as well. So beautiful lighting fixtures, really stands out. Look at that. That's a Yamaha piano. Fancy. So this is our catwalk that you would see from your foyer to your great room as well. Continuing along, this is going to be our common area, our game room. They added the curtains. You can separate that. You can add the barn doors. Really, the possibilities are certainly endless. But look at that. Plenty of room. You can add that L-shaped couch. Look at the depth of it. So much space that you would need. And of course, you can add that game room, anything of that nature. This is probably going to have the foosball table, you know, your poker table, tic-tac-toe, you name it. They got it. Of course, you have double doors going into a storage closet as well. That has the wood flooring that extends, but a lot of accents, a lot of niceties that you may want. Okay, next bedroom. Now, you immediately see the window grids on one side, and then you have the egress window on the left-hand side. This is going to have a shared bathroom attached to it. But if you remember, when you walked in, you had that little, kind of like a little balcony deal. But you can fit that queen size bed, the nightstand. So you have carpet in here. And then, of course, the glass pane inside of our closet right there. It's locked too, but you kind of get the idea. Good thing is they add that glass so you can kind of see. So shower tub combo with your shower niche. You'd have the black accents with the shower head as well. And then, of course, the quartz countertops. You have the black quartz countertops, oversized mirror with the lighting fixtures, and then the nice towels that tell you it's Toll Brothers. So the good thing is that room over there is kind of separated, has their own little section as far as with the media room and the game room. And then you have your final bedroom right here. Okay. So perfect for a queen size bed, the two nightstands, the dresser. You have this accent wall right here. Look, dressed to the nines. And that's one thing I will give it to Toll Brothers. Not only is their home, I mean, they have so many floor plans. Gosh, they're across the entire United States. So even if you go to their website, you'll see a drop-down menu. And gosh, it'll take you about a whole 45 seconds if you're going fast to scroll through all their plans, which is great because you have so many options. But their interior designer, their stagers are fantastic. Each home that we've ever walked into that's been completely staged, it's fantastic. White cabinetry, quartz countertops. You have this nice little accent mirror frame, very unique, different material with the brushed brass lighting fixture right above, as well as a walk-in closet with the window grid or the window with the window grids. So yeah, this is a good plan. I mean, I'd say if you have 4 folks in your family, maybe even 5 to that point. But like I said, if you wanted to add more bedrooms or bathrooms, you can certainly do that down the road if it calls for it. But then there's other plans, a lot of folks love, let's say like a Heidelberg or something of that nature, then you can certainly take advantage of that as well. But then also you do have this area where you can add, I wouldn't add storage right there, but I'd probably add, some nice decor that really makes the home stand out in my opinion. But I really love the fact that you have the oversized sliders. That's one thing that a lot of folks love to take advantage of. You also, as you can tell, you have your built-in grill as well. So I love that simple fact from that standpoint. How y'all doing? And then, of course, you have your built-in grill. So you have the Coyote grill as well as the stainless steel grill itself with the porcelain waterfall countertops as well. You have this nice little area where you can take advantage of. And then even just looking at the depth of it, of course, they would end up purchasing or selling the model home down the road. But this is exactly what you would get. You have this green space over here. So for all the folks that really don't like to, cut the grass or anything like that, you have this green turf kind of space. Nice little fountain over here as well. And then if you notice also, the stucco continues back here. Plus you have a pergola and then all the space that you would need inside of a home. But you do have this nice little area. If you want to entertain, if you open up the sliders, that's where all the family would be. And then you can take advantage of that. And then also, if for some reason someone's vegan in the family, then, you go over here, have this nice little smoker right here, all Coyote appliances. Really love it. And then I also love the fact that they added the porcelain marble out here as well. So you can imagine just having some scrambled eggs right there. I remember when I was in the Air Force, that's the grill that they would use all the time. So every time I see that, it brings back memories. But other than that, family, that was the beautiful Toll Brothers. All right, Rankin family, that was the beautiful Toll Brothers right here in Frisco, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. If you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information below. We'll get you taken care of. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour. All right, Rankin family, welcome back to another fantastic home tour. Today, we are located in Prosper, Texas, looking at the infamous Highland Homes. Now, this one is the 817 plan. Of course, you can customize it to add other bedrooms, other bathrooms, you name it. There's a lot of options you could certainly add, but this is going to be the model home, and it is a showstopper. We're going to take a look at that. So from the exterior to the brick exterior, you do have these shutters on the outside. Now to the left, of course, is the sales office, but that would be the garage. So don't worry about that. You don't have to worry about going around the back and all that stuff. But going into our covered front porch, you're immediately greeted with the beautiful double glass pane doors, as well as an extended front porch, which is, absolutely exceptional. You can add some chairs right here, hang out, spy on the neighbors, you name it, you can do it. All right, so let's get you inside of this home. So immediately when you walk in, the one thing you are going to notice is the two-story foyer. You can call it foyer, you name it. But the thing that you haven't seen is the sliding glass doors right before you walk into your formal dining room. We'll certainly get to that, but let's go ahead and take a look at our study. So French doors, you have the built-ins immediately right here on the walls, showcase purposes. And if you are a bookworm, this is going to be something you certainly want to add. Also, if you notice, you have the tray ceilings with the painted cross beams as well. Now you have it painted that lime color green almost, I know sometimes it turns folks off, but Highland Homes, they really like to have their model homes really show out for the most part, right? They stand out. So I think it definitely is different. I love that you have the catwalk on top, and to the left, you're going to have your guest suite. So extremely spacious, which I really love. You have the LED ceiling fan, tall ceilings that you can take advantage of in here. Now I love this section if you want to add the chair, but I can see a nice little desk right there. That way you can look outside. But let me do a full pan of the room so that way you can see the scope of it. Okay, so hardwood flooring extends in here from the other rooms. You're going to have a full bathroom as well. Now, the good thing in here, you have a standing shower. You have the brass mirror frame as well as the lighting fixture, shower head, even the handles itself going into your shower. Look at this. And I even just love that texture as far as the tile shower surround. Love it. So you have quartz countertops in here. Now, I like that combination, that white cabinetry with the brass fixtures. You can be the judge of that, but also you have a tile accent wall. And, we've seen that sometimes where it actually extends from the walk-in shower to the back wall as well. Okay. Hardwood flooring inside of our walk-in closet. And let me make sure I open this for you so that way you can see every inch of the home. Now, of course, like I always mention, this is a model home, and pricing, it gets so tricky when you're looking at model homes. Of course, I would love to tell you, hey, this is 1.3 on the dot, right? Or 1.4 on the dot. The only challenge becomes when you add so many options in here, that differs, right? So that's why I always like to say, hey, listen, base pricing is X, and then as seen, it might be another number, right? So that way it eliminates any confusion. A lot of realtors do model home tours and people in general, and the pricing, it fluctuates so much, and so you really can't get a clear answer. So that's why I usually don't add it inside the video, because by the time you see the video, you might say, hey, listen, that's totally obsolete, totally incorrect. You might see it 6 months later to a year later. So that's why I like to add it in the description for you. Okay. So storage right underneath our staircase. Look at this. It like wraps around all the way back here. Don't worry. It's just, utilized for storage purposes right now. So excuse the mess, but first time you've actually seen the media room, right here in the foyer itself. Sometimes you might see it in other Highland Homes models, but you have the tray ceilings, accent wall on the top, brass lighting fixtures, really spacious inside of here. Love the depth that you have. Look at this, that L-shaped couch, accent walls on all four sides. You have this navy blue carpeting, really nice on the feet right now. And I have shoes on. Okay, so we'll definitely go to the second floor, but let's go ahead and take a look at the entire first level before we do so. So same thing, tray ceilings, recessed lights, as well as this beautiful candlelight brass chandelier right above our dining room table. Oversized picture windows with our shutters, and just look at the scope of this. So the good thing is, you want to just go ahead and close those off, shut the double doors, you can certainly do so. You know, especially if it's an important Thanksgiving dinner. Sometimes, you know, you want to just kind of enjoy the company of your guests. So you have built-ins over here, nice little wine grotto that you can take advantage of, stacked cabinets with the glass panes as well. Plenty of storage saved. I mean, really, you're probably going to use this 99% of the year for showcase purposes mainly. Okay. Now stepping into our great room, this is going to be the cathedral ceilings with our exposed wooden beams. First thing we'll take a look at is, of course, the great room. So floor to ceiling fireplace with that nice, beautiful exterior. You have your mantle right on top, built-ins on both sides for showcase purposes. Now, I know we've seen the Varese plan that was over there in Katy. So you notice that that's a common theme, the cathedral ceilings. Of course, a lot of these options are going to differ depending on what you choose and if you build from scratch or purchase inventory. Okay, now you have an oversized island inside of our kitchen farmhouse sink overlooking the backyard. Beautiful stainless steel appliances, wooden range hood, stacked cabinets that continues into our breakfast room. We'll take a look at that. But I also love the fact that the cathedral ceilings extends all the way from the great room to the kitchen. So white cabinetry, brushed brass fixtures itself. You also have plenty of storage space all along our island on both sides. And I mean, you know, what more could you really ask for in a home itself? Beautiful stainless steel monogram stovetop as well. And just look at this. You have this corbel right here, and this is what they call a corbel right there. All right, and so of course straight ahead would be our mud room. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. The good thing is it does connect from the primary closet going into the main areas as well. But look at the scope of this. Fantastic. Now, even just look at this, that little Juliet balcony on the second floor. If you notice, we'll get to that in a second, but you also have the double doors as well right there. Okay, so going across, this is our breakfast room, tall windows. You have a built-in desk. And like I said, the stacked cabinets continues this way. So if you need more storage, you can certainly take advantage of that. Also, if the kiddos are eating breakfast, they might hang out right here. Or if you have, 10, 15 people that are with you, not only can they sit at the table in the breakfast room, but they sit right there on the island or the countertops itself. Okay, so continuing along, that's going to be our primary bedroom. So cathedral ceilings again. We also have a nice, beautiful sitting area over here. The tall ceilings, really extremely spacious. And then, of course, if you wanted to eliminate the couch and just add chairs there, you can certainly do so. Also, I love the fact that our wood flooring extends, but just look at the amount of room that you have. That's a king size bed, almost looks like a queen bed, how big this room is. Gives that illusion. You can also add a nice little table right here. If you wanted to add a bedside chair, you can do that as well. Look at that oversized mirror right there. Love that. Okay. So let's continue along. This is going to be our ensuite. Good thing is it'll connect from the primary as well as going into our utility room. But let me show you everything inside of here. So of course we do have our marble countertops that continues. You have his and her sink with a vanity area, beautiful brass mirror framing again with our lighting fixtures. Look at that. Can you really get much better than that? I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that. Of course, our toilet's straight ahead as well, but let me go ahead and make sure I show you our primary closet. Look at that. And then of course, our freestanding tub, extremely nice perfect location for it. You also have this hexagon accent wall that continues with the brass. Look at that. Can you really get much better than that? I don't know. And then right here to the left, we have a storage closet, but look at this primary walk-in closet. Look at this storage overload. You have so much space right here that you can take advantage of. All the way to the ceiling, they didn't leave any stone unturned. Of course, right here, you're gonna have a nice dresser you can take advantage of as well. And the cool thing is, once they end up selling this off, you know, all these built-ins come included, right? Only challenge I see sometimes, you know, the model homes, so folks have been in here, so now they're aware of it. So, you know, you might be in a bidding war. However, the good thing is, I don't think anybody wants a home that no one wants, right? So there's, you know, two sides of the coin. Okay, now this connects from our utility room. So I was saying that it connects from the closet to the utility room. It's actually separate. So that's a rare exception, which I love. They thought about. You can just go ahead and access your laundry room, put the laundry in here instead of having to go through the closet to the utility room. Plenty of storage shelving as well. Same countertops, that porcelain marble, as well as our nice little faucet, our brass. Plenty of storage cabinetry. Okay, as promised, this is where we come out from. Right to the right would be the depths of our garage. It's the sales office. This would be your mud room when you walk in. And then also you have this nice little working section that you can utilize as well. So maybe if you wanted to use this as an extension from the pantry, you can certainly do so. Stack cabinets continues back here. Look at that. So perfection. Okay, and let me do one more pan for you so that way you could see the whole depth before we head to the second level. Okay, I can't wait to see that upstairs, that Juliet balcony. And that other section, that would be utilized as the pantry. I gotta make sure I'm trying to attach the floor plan towards the end so that way you can see and get more of a better idea. So you know, Highland Homes, they like to add this nice little accent going up our spiral staircase as well. Love this, and let me make sure I show you over the foyer so that way you can see that. Beautiful. Okay, now this is the part you were looking for. Now look at this. So this is our nice, beautiful game room. Look at this. Let me do a full pan for you. Look at that. You have your sliding glass double doors. We'll start on this side first. So this is going to be the wet bar, perfect for entertaining folks. Look at this. That's a continued theme we're seeing is the cabinetry with the glass panes. You have a sink over here, wet bar right here to the left. Now, the one thing you might want to do, or would, you know, be a little bit better is as far as adding recessed sliding inside of the game room. Really illuminates the place, especially for, you know, some of the lack of windows and things like that. But that could be, of course, down the road. It's something minor. In other words, it's extremely cozy in here though. Okay, look at that. Have you seen anything like that? Okay, that's straight over our great room. And these actually, this was hitting me. I was like, who's shutting the door? And that closes itself. So meant to remain closed, so that's cool. You don't have to worry about that. It's really showcase purposes. Also, plenty of space for that foosball table, ping pong table. But let's continue along. So we have a powder bath. This is perfect, perfect location. You have the herringbone style tile on our floor. You have a nice little storage closet. Go ahead and add that twister, Monopoly, Connect 4. I'm the king of Connect 4. Anybody want to challenge me? We can go ahead on that Connect 4. Monopoly, not so much. All right, next bedroom. Look at that. That's a king size bed, 2 nightstands. This almost, we're going to look at the bathroom, but this almost looks like a secondary primary, or a second primary rather. Yep, look at that. That's exactly what it is. Dual sinks, oversized mirror. Love that arch on top. And then look at this. Huge walk-in shower for the upstairs, which I love. So, of course, you have somebody that's staying long term, this is going to be a perfect place for them. And depending on how long you want them to stay, it might make sense for them, but they're going to get pretty comfortable. I'm going to tell you that right now. So you have been forewarned. All right. So extremely spacious, perfect for it. You have its own little section. Now I love the fact that the hardwood flooring extends up here as well. Look at this. Walk-in closet again. Okay. And then also you need to watch your step because you do have the little 2 steps right there that you would have. And then look at this. So now if you have more Monopoly, another twister, then there you go. Okay, next bedroom. So we do have a window nook over here, which is unique. Right before you walk into the bathroom, queen size bed, 2 nightstands. Now you have carpet in here. Me personally, now I'm starting to say, hey, listen, let's start a petition to eliminate all carpet. Now don't come for me because my carpet lovers, I know y'all have some strong opinions. So let me know in the comments. And real quick, folks, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Always great to have you. I appreciate the continued support. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Marcus Rankin. I am a Texas realtor. We do get calls, texts, and emails every single week from folks looking to make a move to Texas, whether that's Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, or anywhere in between, or anywhere we showcase, really. So just consider reaching out to the information below so we can book a call, find out how we can help you. Last thing, consider hitting that subscribe button. I promise you probably won't regret it. And that way you don't miss a video every single week. Okay, quartz countertops, brass fixtures in here as well. Now this is unique. So like this is that like nice little brushed brass as well as right here. Look at that. Love that. Now it's almost like a rose gold. It looks like, I don't know if you can see it on the video, if the video does it justice, but yeah, very interesting. I'm always conscious. I really don't like to spin you around too much. I know some of my long-term viewers, they get dizzy sometimes. So I might have to slow it down, 0.5 speed. Okay. So love that whole section. Now that was the entire section over there. So you have those extra bedrooms. And like I said, when it's a model home, sometimes you see, if you look online, it'll say 4 to 5 bedrooms or 4 to 6 bedrooms, right? So if you wanted to add another bedroom, you can do so. This is really just showcasing some of their great features that you may want. Sometimes you may not want it, right? I know some folks may like this where you have 2 separate sliders or sliding double doors. But this is one feature you would probably most likely want is going to be those sliders, opening it up. It'd probably be a great investment for you. Even if you were to sell the home down the road, it never hurts. Okay, look at this. This is a extended covered backyard patio with our wood burning fireplace. You even have a mantle out here. Of course, Sony flat screen TV, but look at that. Oh, and it's gas. There we go. So we have a gas fireplace right here as well. Look at this. So plenty of windows for natural light, plenty of windows to illuminate the entire home. The brick exterior continues back here. So extremely sturdy. If you have that hurricane category 1, 2, or 3, you're going to be good to go. Now, I'm not going to say them shingles are going to be forever lasting, but at least that house ain't going to huff and puff. You don't have to worry about that. Now we have a wide lot back here. Of course, depends on what particular lot you get. Plenty of backyard space as well. And especially even if you were to purchase an inventory home or build this from scratch, depending on where the location, you could get a bigger lot or a little bit smaller. And I know a lot of folks really don't like the neighbors being so close. So the good thing is it's not that way over here. But other than that, family, that was the beautiful Highland Homes. Now look at that home back there. That's a beautiful home. I hope you absolutely love this one, Rankin family. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. Was there anything that you would change? Did you like that formal dining room? Would you have changed it up? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home that we showcase, reach out to the information below, book a call so we can find out how we can help you. Consider hitting that subscribe button. I'll see you folks on the next property tour. All right, Rankin family. So we are looking at this gorgeous artesian by Toll Brothers right here in Lakes at Cielo Ranch. Now, this one is currently not for sale. They are anticipating that it will be for sale in the foreseeable future. I'd say within the next 6 months to a year. Don't quote me on that. But the good thing is it will be sold with the furniture inside. So from the exterior, this is going to be that hill country elevation. You're noticing that stucco with that natural stone, as well as going into the lower exterior. And then not to mention going inside of our front door, we do have that privacy glass. So immediately, as soon as you walk in, the first thing you are going to notice, of course, is going to be the 2-story foyer. And then right here, you're going to have 2 chandeliers with the exposed beams. Now that's the painted beam with the crown molding. And also you're going to notice a lot of accents inside of here. So to the right, you have your study. You have a 2-story ceiling study, and you have the clear story windows on top, plenty of natural light. But the main thing is really the built-ins. You have a built-in, you call them built-ins, bookshelf, use it for decor, anything of that nature. But I really love the decor inside of here. Hardwood flooring throughout. You have a curved staircase immediately when you walk in. And then, of course, you do have a wine cellar. We'll get to that in a second, so you can take a look at that. Now, this is going to be our first bedroom. This is perfect for a guest suite. Look at this. So that's a queen size bed, 2 nightstands. Hardwood flooring extends inside of here. You have your own bathroom. Look at the space inside of here. Now, Toll Brothers is one of those builders that really has exceptional quality. Really, I'd say every builder that I bring to you folks, you really see quality. I try my best to make sure to show you the best of the best so you don't get steered in the wrong direction. Okay, so this is a walk-in shower, of course. Now, the one thing you will notice is that you do have the stainless steel shower head as well as the faucet. And I love this little lip that you have. You have tile flooring, quartz countertops, brushed stainless steel as well, or brushed nickel rather. I love that. 3 windows, that tri-window effect. And then of course you can egress there, which I love. That door will be put on there so you don't have to worry about that. Now this is our formal dining room. I love that you have these little bay windows, really opens up the property. It makes it stand out exceptionally. And look how much space you have in here. Perfect for entertaining, regardless of the size of the family. You have crown molding on top as well. Plenty of LED lighting. I love it. And really, I love the flooring, right? That wood flooring really makes it stand out. I love that light, neutral colors that you have in here, matching with the flooring. Exceptional. Now, this is our wine cellar. Look at this. Really love that. Of course, you got your wine fridge as well. You have the beautiful stacked cabinets again going into our kitchen, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let me make sure I'll show you the great room. So cathedral ceilings, you have the exposed beam again, beautiful. So you have the sliders as well, floor to ceiling fireplace with the tile exterior. Absolutely exceptional. And then of course, like I said, once they do sell this off, furniture comes included. So this is one of those things you want to take advantage. Now there is a wait list at the moment. So of course, if you want this, when it becomes for sale, you got to make sure you get on that list so you don't miss out. So your kitchen, waterfall countertops, all the cabinets or the storage space in our island. I love that. Stacked cabinets again, double KitchenAid oven, butler's pantry. Wow. And if you notice, the stacked cabinets actually extend this way as well. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Walk-in pantry. It really doesn't get much better than that. Look at this space that you have for this oversized refrigerator. Stainless steel KitchenAid. Nothing but the best of the best. Now this is your breakfast room. Look at this. Beautiful Sputnik chandelier right above our table. Wow. Absolutely exceptional. Okay, let's make sure we don't miss anything inside of here. Now, within the Toll Brothers, the sales office is usually the garage. So just so you know, but this would be when you're walking in from the garage, you have your mudroom, of course, coat closet right there to the left. And then going straight ahead, it's gonna be our primary bedroom. So beautiful. Moment of silence for this for you. Exceptional. So you have your accent wall, tray ceilings, double crown molding on top. And I love that you have the raised ceilings as well. Really gives that impression of a ton of space because quite frankly, it is a ton of space. The one thing I love is that you have this walkway straight ahead and it kind of separates the two in my opinion. Of course, there's going to be a door right there. Once they sell it off, they're going to have that door. If you notice, they took them off the hinges because it's a model home. Having to open and close it just might not be the most practical for years on end. Okay, so going into our ensuite, his and hers oven. Straight ahead, we have our picture window, tray ceilings on top with recessed lighting, our oversized soaking freestanding tub as well. Look at this. You even have this beautiful hexagon tile accent wall as well. Love it. And then of course, straight ahead, there's gonna be our walk-in shower. Now right above, you have the recessed lighting again, as well as a waterfall shower head, tile shower surround throughout. Wow. Now, across the way, there is another closet. So you're gonna have full his and hers closet. I know I got somebody said, hey, you say full on often. So if I do, my apologies in advance. Of course, your toilet right there, but look at this. Look at that, tall ceilings inside of our first walk-in closet. Plenty of storage shelving all the way to the top. You're gonna have to get you a little ladder. Unless you're 9'3", then you don't need that. But look at that, tile flooring throughout. So let's go ahead and show you, of course, the other closet. So this is gonna be the other closet. This is his closet right here. But you know, fellas, you got plenty of space, so you don't have to worry about it unless you have more clothes than you know your significant other, in which case you might need the other one. Okay. So if you know the wood flooring, it extends again. And then of course, look at our utility room. Plenty of room in here. Look at that space. Quartz countertops, white cabinetry, cabinet crowns on top with our sink right here as well. Whirlpool, washer and dryer. Love that. Counter space, which you obviously need that. Go ahead and fold the clothes like I always mention. But look at that. So much storage space. Loving it. Okay, and straight off to the center across the way is going to be our powder room. Powder bath, powder room. I had somebody that also said that too. Hey, it's called powder room, not powder bath. Okay. And then obviously one more look of the great room. Look at this. Make sure we don't miss any detail for you. Okay, now that was the entire first level. The benefit is that you have 2 rooms downstairs, including your main room, your primary. And then let's get you upstairs so you can see that. Okay, so before we see up there, let me make sure I show you the front where we come in from. The foyer is like what most folks call it. Okay, and then I'll show you the great room from the second story, and then we'll go ahead and tackle this for you. Okay, all right, the first room we're going to is going to be our game room. Look at this. So obviously you have a foosball table, you have some couches, some nice hanging chairs as well, plenty of space. So if you want to just use this as the common area, you can certainly do so. Let me turn down the brightness for you, if I can see. Okay, hopefully that helps out a little bit. I love that it connects to our media room as well. So let's go ahead and get you in here. Wow, look at the depth of this. So you have your built-in wet bar as well. This carpet, I have shoes on right now and I can feel how cozy this carpet is. Look at this. And like I said, keep in mind, this is the furniture that comes with it. So you're starting to see how they're decorating it, or, at least have it decked out. So I love that. But of course you have your built-ins, you have your sink as well. So I love that they added the sink inside of the utility room as well as the media room. So you never know, you got some popcorn, some Orville Redenbachers, you need to wash your hands and you don't have to walk too far. Okay, next bedroom, recess lighting again, queen size bed, 2 nightstands. You have a floating nightstand, which I absolutely love. You have a desk, of course, so plenty of space. Now, the good thing is you're so close to the water right here. It's extremely quiet out here, peaceful, tranquil, you name it, that's out here. So they're pretty much almost sold out. So the folks that are able to get into this community and are excited about getting into this community, you know, you're probably going to be jealous once it's all said and done. So you might want to take advantage while you can, if, of course, you are interested in it still. Okay, shared bathrooms, recessed lighting right above our shower tub combo. You have a shower niche to the left, chrome shower head and faucet. Right here, we have our quartz countertops, white cabinetry, white mirror frame, stainless steel lighting fixture right above our mirror as well. So I love that you have this bedroom that's pretty much, it's secluded to themselves. It's right there next to the media room as well as the game room. And then of course, our next bedroom. So first thing you're already noticing, you have a built-in desk. Built-ins as far as the cabinets are concerned, 2 windows on both sides, and extremely roomy. And this is the model home, so you are getting the best of the best, decked out to the nines, not only even just the furniture, but more importantly, the built-ins, the materials they utilize, such as the flooring, such as the countertops, such as the built-ins on the first level and the second level. So you have a full bathroom attached to this one, their own bathroom, quartz countertops again, shower tub combo. Look at the depth of the tub, really almost like a soaking tub. And then this one's gonna have your walk-in closet as well. Now you do have carpet inside of the rooms. I know I get some folks that really prefer no carpet. You know, sometimes you go into some of the homes and they eliminate the carpet completely. The benefit is that's completely cosmetic. You can opt to remove that once you obviously move in or down the road. But look at that, plenty of space. Even like I said, going up your curved staircase, you do have this accent wall that continues to your formal dining room as well. Wow, if you can imagine folks coming in, your family, having a good old time. All right, and one more look of the great room. Okay, now I love that we have the oversized sliders, but if you don't want to access that or open that up every day, just go ahead and use this quick access door to your backyard. And this is what you're working with. Now, you have the 2-story covered backyard patio, LED ceiling fan again, and just look how peaceful this is. Wow. Plenty of space for your outdoor grill. If you want to opt for that down the road, look at this. Plenty of room, plenty of space. And then look at this. Of course, down the road, you're going to probably fence it fully in. Right now, look at the nature, look at the trees. The benefit is that you will have no rear neighbors. Love that. And then, of course, if you ever wanted to add that privacy fence as well, you can do so. But the good thing is, look how far the neighbors are to the side on the left hand side. But of course, right here, you just add that privacy fence, you're good to go. You ain't got to worry about it. But other than that, family, that was the beautiful Toll Brothers. All right, Rankin family, that was the beautiful Toll Brothers right here near Dallas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. Of course, if you want more information, link in the description below, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour. All right, Rankin family, welcome back to another beautiful property tour. Today, we have the good fortune of looking at a beautiful Partners in Building custom home right here near Dallas and Heath, Texas. Now, this one is extremely amazing. The one thing you're really going to notice about this property is the customization. Of course, this is a custom home builder, but this one we haven't seen something quite as nice as this one. I mean, we've seen very similar, but in my opinion, this is going to be one of the nicest. Now, I like to bring to you folks the best of the best. So starting from the outside of the home, what we are going to notice is the natural, beautiful stone that's even going into our 1-car garage bay straight ahead, as well as your 2-car garage bay right here to the left. You also are going to have the painted white brick. The one thing that I'm really noticing, especially with these luxury homes, and you can let me know in the comments, is the fact that we're really going away from the siding and having the natural stone as well as the stucco and the painted white brick. And I'd love to hear your thoughts, which one you prefer on that. Now, I love the color palette on here. You have this nice, like I said, the painted brick, but you also have this almost like a light gray. Really makes the property stand out. I absolutely love that. Going into the covered front porch, you are going to notice the double wooden doors. Now, we see the combination, either the pivot door or the double front doors. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on that. But, you know, partners in building, they're nothing short of exceptional. And the one thing that a lot of clients that we have the good fortune of working with, they really take their time as far as picking out the customization. That's the benefit of partners in building, is you can completely customize it to your particular liking. So what happens is you sit down with the sales rep and then you go ahead and customize it or come up with the game plan for you. Now, going into our great room, I absolutely love the oversized fireplace. You have the natural stone that extends. If you notice, it's the same one on the exterior of the property as well. We have it floor to ceiling. You have the beautiful wooden floors that extends, and look at this. Even just looking at all the windows for an abundance of natural light, really nothing short of exceptional. So you are going to have the kitchen, dining room, great room combination that a lot of folks absolutely love. And even if you didn't want to use the dining room or have the table in the middle, you can exclude that and you just have plenty of space to entertain. Maybe a sitting area. We've seen that before previously. So the possibilities are certainly endless. Now, starting in the kitchen, what you are going to notice is the wooden range hood. You also have the crown molding on top, which is really nice. I love the cabinet crowns that you have. You're going to have the brass fixtures as well as the stacked cabinets on top. And look at this. You have 2 picture windows on the back right here. So that way bringing in more natural light. Now, you do have the sink inside of the island. If you wanted to opt to go ahead and remove that and possibly have it inside of the, along the wall. So that way you can look in the back or, look on the side of the yard. You can certainly do so. That's the benefit of a custom builder. Now, inside of where the dining table is, if you notice, not only do you have recessed lighting with the tray ceilings, but you do have the exposed wooden beam. Absolutely love that. And folks love that. You really can't get enough of that. Now, over here, so extending over here, you have this optional sitting area. You can use this as a nice children's retreat, or you can just have it as a formal dining room or a formal living room, rather. You can utilize it as that. So you can use the great room as a family room, and this is your formal room. Really, possibilities are endless. But you notice you have your shiplap on the side. You have the beautiful furniture that really brings out the property, really Texas themed, which I love. Being from Texas, anything Texas, they say it's better, not being biased. But even in the kitchen, you do have the double oven with the stainless steel optional cabinetry that extends. And then you can also opt for more cabinetry as well if you wanted to. And then you also do have the quartz countertops. Let me not forget to open up some of the drawer spaces so that way you can see what we're working with. Look, you got a protein bar right here. Cabinet space, not bad. So plenty of storage. You don't really have to worry about having to purchase additional storage. That's the benefit of this one. And being almost 4,000 square feet, you're definitely going to have plenty of space. So going right here, this is going to be our powder bath. You notice you have your tile flooring with a beautiful accent wall that extends from end to end. You have this beautiful quartz countertops. Very rare that we've seen this, but really looks nice. Almost has like a porcelain marble finish. That's what it kind of opts for, or gives that impression at least. Now, continuing along, this is going to be an oversized walk-in pantry. Look at the storage shelving that you have in here. You really don't need to worry about additional storage in here. I always love when we go inside of a pantry and you have plenty of room. I mean, the benefit is, I mean, even if you don't need that much food, maybe it's, you know, 2 of you living in here or 3, it's always better to have more space than not enough, in my opinion, right? So continuing along, this is going to be our full-on utility room. So you got your washer and dryer that you can have right here. And then also you have an extension. You can add a refrigerator, a secondary refrigerator if you wanted to. I've seen that quite often. You also have the quartz countertops. You have a sink, again, that extends out here that you can take advantage of. Beautiful backsplash that continues as well. And really, if you wanted to add a dog wash in here, you can certainly do so. Get that customized. You have tile flooring again. Now, the one thing I love is the fact that we have the tall baseboards, and that extends from end to end, even going in the hallway, if you notice that. So this is going to be coming in from that 2-car garage bay that we had seen right on the left side when you're looking at the property. That's what we're going to be working with as far as the mud room. And then there's some folks in there, so I'll just go ahead and be courteous of them, but it is a 2-car garage bay, which is a benefit. Also, if you notice, the wood flooring extends all the way over here as well. So you definitely have plenty of room and really isolation. If you wanted to take advantage of that, you can certainly do so. Now, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll continue along. Let's take a left. We'll tackle this side and go to the right as well. So before we go ahead and take a look at our ensuite, this is going to be our full-on primary bedroom. So look at that. You have an optional sitting area, a nice king-size bed, 2 nightstands, and look at that. The recessed lighting extends in here. Now, if it's something where, in my opinion, I really love the cathedral-like ceilings inside of a home, especially even inside of a primary, I really just think it gives that pop. So if you wanted to opt for that, you can certainly talk about your options, you know, like the vaulted ceilings. And if you haven't seen that, we have plenty of tours that have that option. So you can just kind of browse through and let me know what your thoughts are. Now look at this. This is going to be our full-on ensuite. French doors going inside of the primary. Wow, look at that. Oversized freestanding tub with our brass faucet, brass shower head, brass wand. Look at that. Got our shower niche, oversized, 0 threshold. If you notice, look at that. 0 threshold that you can take advantage of. You do have your privacy glass over here. You can opt, in my opinion, I think, you know, just the sleek picture glass would really look nice. Just because, you know, it's up there. You don't really have to worry about having that privacy, but, you know, to each his own. But look at this. You got your his and hers sinks, beautiful cabinetry, beautiful mirror frame, and look at our lighting fixtures. Have you ever seen anything? Even look at the chandelier. Look at the material that you have. You have like this frayed material, really unique, very different. And that's what I love about Partners in Building. And I always love getting inside of Partners in Building brand new tours, or homes rather, because once you go in there, you really can just see the trend. I know they hire the best of the best to stage their properties, and they're really forward thinking. That's what you'll really notice if you've seen any other Partners in Building homes. But look at that. So this is going to be your walk-in closet. So it's not the biggest, but it's okay. This is for showcase purposes only. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Plenty of drawer space in here. Now, I know I know some of my long-term viewers, we love the soft closing drawers. You got to imagine, you know, sometimes they don't put it on the model homes, but it is a feature that you can add to your personal home. So let's not take any points from them. So the oversized baseboards continues in here again. Nice plush carpeting as well that you can take advantage of. And this is going to be a storage closet. So if you recall from the exterior of the property, and now you know you had a single car garage bay as well. So that would be in there. Of course, it's locked right now, but that'll be your single car for a total of 3 car garages. All right, so now this is going to be our guest room. So if you notice, this is what they call the next gen living, right? So folks can go ahead and, guess, or anybody, even if you have maybe like an older son or an older daughter that kind of wants to be independent. If you can imagine, they can pull straight in here, and then that way they go ahead and go into their room and don't have to bother you, or, sometimes they don't want you to bother them, right? So that's something to keep in mind. But let me go ahead and do another pan for you. Wow. So that is a queen size bed. That is 2 nightstands, a dresser. You got a nice chair right there, and really does it justice. So this is going to be our full on bathroom attached to it as well. So you have quartz countertops, white cabinetry. Now you don't have any hardware, so you have that sleek look. You do have the brushed nickel towel holder right there, as well as the lighting fixture with your faucet. And then same thing, brushed nickel in here. So if you wanted to opt for possibly the brass or the brushed nickel or even the chrome, you can certainly do so. Shower tub combo, tile flooring again, and a nice size closet. Nothing huge, but really you don't need nothing too massive, especially if you're going to use this for maybe a guest room or something of that nature. So let me slow down. I don't like to spin it too much, so that way you don't have to worry as much. But if you can imagine coming out here on a Saturday morning, all the family's out here, you got your bacon, eggs, sausages cooking, and then that way you'll be in peace and tranquility on a Saturday morning. All right, so we'll continue up here. So if you notice, halfway through the stairwell, the wooden floor will stop, and then you have your carpet, but you can obviously continue the wood flooring if you wanted to. So right here, you're going to have your nice little common area that you can take advantage of. Not too huge, but not too small at the same time, which I really love. So you can fit a pool table in here. You can fit an L-shaped couch in here, or just fit the desk how they have here. And you have plenty of space. 2 windows, and also not to mention the windows from the great room. The lighting extends in here, which I really love. But let me do a moment of silence for you. I talk too much. And really, I did that so I could catch my breath. I was out of breath walking up the stairs. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our next bedroom. This is going to be our 3rd bedroom. So if you notice, you have your LED ceiling fan, and look at the room that you have in here. This is a queen size bed, 2 nightstands, and a dresser. And the walk room is not compromised whatsoever. So this is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath property. So each bedroom will have their own bathroom attached to it. You don't really have to worry about like the Jack and Jill or something of that nature. All right. Quartz countertops again, brushed nickel hardware in here, tile flooring. You have your shower tub combo. And if you wanted to opt for just a nice walk-in standing shower or standalone shower or something of that nature, you can certainly do so. And that's what I say. I mean, really, the custom builders, if you have the funds, right? I mean, I'm not taking anything away from any commercial builder whatsoever. We've been in some fantastic ones. Only reason I started, kind of stopped showcasing those as much, it just kind of, in my opinion, I could be wrong, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Once you've seen a few of the plans, especially of the commercial builders, not necessarily the custom builders or semi-custom, you kind of seen them all, in my opinion. I mean, you can kind of get a gist of, really how they, decorate, or not necessarily decorate, but design their homes, right? You can really tell the difference in some of these custom builders. So that's why I like to bring those to you, because it doesn't feel like we're walking. So I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I felt like I was like, when we were doing some of the commercial builders, the mainstream builders, which are fantastic. But when I was walking through, I was like, man, this feels so similar to the other one I did. I hope the audience is not getting bored and, just being like, yeah, you seen one, you seen them all. So I just try my best to bring you a variety. So that way, when you click on the video, at least you'll get something different. But enough of that. This is the fourth and final bedroom that you have. You're going to have a full walk-in closet again. And then, like I mentioned, you do have the bathroom attached to it as well. So this will be a shared bathroom right here. So I know most folks really love the powder bathroom downstairs and the half bath upstairs as well, because the reason is you don't really have to worry about folks going into, you know, one of the kids or whoever's utilizing the room. You don't have to worry about them going in their bathroom and just kind of invading their privacy. So if you wanted to go ahead and possibly add another half bath, you can certainly do so. That way you don't have to really worry about that. And then look at that, quartz countertop, brushed nickel again. So very similar in nature. So really your options are, if you want the brushed nickel, if you want the chrome, the stainless steel, or the brass, there's options that you have. I don't know, I don't think I opened this one, but if I did, sorry about that. But if I didn't, here we go. So yeah, relatively decent, almost 4,000 square feet. So you're really gonna notice that inside of here, and just even looking right here over your great room, a lot of it extended over here to the primary and the guest suite downstairs as well. So you have this bridge going across. That's where we walked in from the foyer with the double front doors. And that's kind of what you're working with. So what I'll do is I'll show you the backyard so that way you can see how we're looking. And then if you wanted to build this on your particular lot, you can certainly do so. If you wanted to build this in a separate community, maybe not close to here where the model home is, you can certainly do so. I always say, you know, just find out what the options are, reach out, so that way you're in good hands. Okay, so now what I'm noticing already is we don't have the extension, but in my opinion, you could easily extend it to the right, or you can extend it straight back. That's certainly, and if you're a long-term viewer of the channel, you've seen plenty of partners in building homes, and you've seen the extension that they have. Really always mention these are model homes. These are just for showcase purposes only. Sometimes you might even see a model home on the side of the road and you say, hey, I don't want to be on the side of the road. That's okay. They build on your lot, so they just want to show you their product, right? But I mean, you do have your built-in grill, you have your sink as well, nice little sitting area, but in my opinion, it would look fantastic just being extended a little bit over here. So stay tuned, folks. I'm going to show you the study. All right, Reiki family. So this is going to be your study right here. So the one thing I really want you to pay attention to is the high ceilings that continues inside of the study, as well as the beautiful candlelight chandelier, as well as the recessed lighting. Now, like I said, this is a model home, so the built-ins are optional. Of course, it is an upgrade, as well as the shiplap, but really just can show you what is possible. A lot of the clients we have the good fortune of working with work from home a lot of times, or they love a in-home office, so they would really love to take advantage of this. But plenty of space, you can fit your nice desk. Even if you didn't have the built-ins inside of the home, you can really add in your personal liking. You can add another bookshelf in here for your books or decor, anything of that nature. But really, the possibilities are endless. All right, Reiki family, that was the beautiful Partners in Building right here in Heath, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. Is there anything that you would change? Would you keep it as is? And I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you want more information about this plan or any plan that we showcase, reach out to the information below. We'll get you taken care of. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour.